Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, and welcome to another Q&A night. Um, yeah, just gonna be another chill night tonight. It's Q&A time. Yeah, so it's just gonna be a Q&A night. I sent the link to some friends. So yeah, I probably should have some people coming in a little bit later. It's gonna be definitely the usual people that I send the links to that might be coming in. If you guys know, you know. When it comes to my channel, you get the idea. So yeah, go ahead and drop your comments. Ask me some good questions, and I will get to them as soon as I can. Even especially if I got guests in here, we will definitely get carried away in conversation, but doesn't hurt to. Ethan's in here, says, what is a movie you would recommend to everyone to watch at least once? I'll give you at least 5. I would give at least 5 of them. Running Scared, one with Paul Walker, The Last Castle, Sex Drive, High Life. I know it's not. I know High Life is not quite everybody's cup of tea, but I would still recommend it. I would still recommend people at least watch it once. And so yeah, Running Scared, High Life, Last Castle. I definitely got to go with The Black Phone for sure. I mean, I definitely would highly recommend people to watch The Black Phone. So there's 4, and last but certainly not least, I think I'm gonna go with I think we'll go with Aftersun with Paul Mescal. So yeah, those are the 5. So High Life, The Last Castle, Running Scared, The Black Phone, and Aftersun is what I'm gonna go with. Dang, man. Well, it's a late 2000s comedy starring Josh Zuckerman, Clark Duke, Seth Green, James Marsden, and Amanda Crew. It's got a pretty good cast. Directed by Sean Anders. That's actually Sex Drive is one of my favorite comedies of all time. I think that movie's fucking hilarious. It's quotable as well. Ian, I'm gonna ask you a question. I want a straight answer. You queer? Oh god, I love that movie so much. Guys, that's one of my favorites. Hey, what's up, Cinema Geek 100? What's going on, buddy? What are your thoughts on Up and Zootopia? Up, I think they're both fantastic. I mean, Zootopia, I think is the better movie, but they're both amazing. Yep, that's correct. Sean Anders did direct the Daddy's Home films, but he also did direct Instant Family. I had to think of the title there for a second for some reason. But yeah, Sex Drive is obviously a raunchy comedy, and it's basically about a guy named Ian, played by Josh Zuckerman, who decides to drive across country to, I think it's Knoxville, Tennessee, with his 2 best friends, Felicia, played by Amanda Crew, and Lance, played by Clark Duke, and his brother Rex's 1969 GTO judge. And by the way, Rex is played by James Marsden. And so basically, it's a cross-country trip to Knoxville, Tennessee, for Ian to lose his virginity to this girl that he's been talking to online. So It is a riot. Like, it is freaking hilarious. Have you seen Totally Killer? Yes, I have seen Totally Killer. Totally Killer is totally cool. Like, that movie is so cool. I really like Totally Killer. It's not the best thing ever, but I would be lying if I said I didn't like it, because I really, really like Totally Killer. Kind of feel like watching that one again now, to be honest with y'all. I think Totally Killer is gonna probably go down as one of the bigger hidden gems of 2023 in my mind. I really, really like that movie. It's not my personal favorite. It's definitely not going to be like my top 50 or anything like that. But excuse me. But I do really like Totally Killer. It's definitely like Back to the Future, but in the slasher genre is basically what Totally Killer is. So yeah, I really do enjoy Totally Killer. It's demented though, man. It's so but sometimes when it's so demented, when it comes to that kind of comedy, works for me. Well, I'll just say that it works for me. So they might be coming here pretty soon, but I'm not 100% sure with Disney right now because, of the money loss they're going through because of a lot of their films bombing. So, yeah, I'm not 100% like completely sure if it's going to happen or not, but we'll see. I mean, it might happen. So, yeah. It is what it is, I guess. So, yeah. It's. Ugh. Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I know Up doesn't really need a sequel. I mean, it's definitely good on its own. It definitely does not need a sequel. Not everything needs to be a franchise. Is what is basically. I think that's the point. But then again, though, I'm not like entirely sure. To be completely real with y'all, it's not. I'm not like entirely sure. That's the point he's trying to make, but I'm pretty sure that's what he's trying to go for. Like, because yeah, I mean, Up definitely does not need a sequel. It's perfectly great on its own. Like, it's perfect on its own. Jason, what's up, Jason? My boy Jason Entertainment. Hope you're doing well, my guy. I am doing just fine. Thank you so much, buddy. You like Jason. You're the best, brother. You're the best. And that is kind of bogus, I would say, because Wish was way better in pretty much every single way than Strange World. Strange World honestly kind of sucked in my opinion. It was pretty boring. Wish, though, Wish was the opposite of boring. That movie actually kept me entertained. But Strange World was so generic. Even though it has some good things about it, if the animation is stunning. I love the visual style, and I do really like Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie. But most of the other characters did not work for me, and also it was so generic to a point where it was like I could doze off, literally, and I could thankfully I did not sit through it in the theater, But if I did sit through in the theater, I probably would have walked out, like, say, halfway through. If I'm being honest, when it comes to Strange World. But Wish was actually a really good film. I really like that movie quite a bit. I think Up did win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature. I could be dead wrong on it, but I'm not going to fact check it right now because I'm too lazy right now to do fact checking. So, but Up was great. I'll just say that Up is great, and I think it did win the Oscar that year. But back to the comment with for Jared for about Strange World doing better than Wish. Again, I just find that to be absolutely bogus, in my opinion. I find that bogus. Don't get me wrong, though. Strange World had a pretty good cast. I mean, Gabrielle Union was in it, Dennis Quaid, and obviously Jake Gyllenhaal. But I just feel like with the way the film is executed in regards to its premise, the premise itself sounds kind of unique. But the way that it's done is done in the most generic and cliched way possible to where I was bored. To a point where I was just like, I could just turn this off and not finish it. I wouldn't even care. But I sat through the whole thing and it really was not good, man. It's not the worst thing ever, but like I said, it has good things about it, but at the same time, it's like it felt like misery sometimes. Like sometimes, like when I was watching Strange World, it felt like I was being put through misery. And it's not the worst thing ever, but it kind of sucks, to be honest. Ugh. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Well, I don't really find it to be that generic. I mean, it's cliche, but it's not generic.
Hey, what's up, Luke? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's up, man? Wait, give me a second. I was hearing you talking about Wish, and I was just like, you know what? It's time for me to see my good guy, Luke Ponto.
Yeah, I mean.
Hey, man, what's up, man?
There we go. Now I can see him.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, man. Sorry for the
Right.
lighting, by the way. Like, it's not. I'm like on my finals, but like today and tomorrow, like I kind of have free because I already submitted my homework. But yeah,
There you go.
I'm keeping there, man. Hey, have you seen Godzilla?
No, my theater's not playing Godzilla -1, unfortunately, which sucks. But
really,
no, they're not playing it. But it's okay though, to be honest, because I'm not because even though I've heard so many great things about Godzilla -1, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not really gonna rush to see it.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So like, there's other films that are coming out in December that like one in particular that I'm looking forward to, which is Wonka. Like I'm actually looking forward to that one more than Godzilla -1.
Yeah, true.
And what else is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom? Who cares?
I'm really excited by The Boy and the Heron. Like I had the chance, either I go watch Godzilla or The Boy and the Heron. Like I'm gonna go watch The Boy and the Heron. It's just now I'm like maybe I should just go watch it when I'm done with school. Like I finished the 14, I think, if I remember correctly. So I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna watch it like not this week, next week. So yeah. But that's definitely one I have to watch. The Boy and the Heron. Yeah, Godzilla. I want to watch it. Godzilla. I think it's gonna be a great movie. Wonka, yeah, Wonka. I've been hearing some good stuff. Like actually, I know someone who already seen Wonka, and yeah, she told me. It's
Yeah,
actually,
there's already been quite a few people
yeah,
that have already seen it that I know have been already uploading their reviews. Like
yeah, and
they say
I've been
Timothy
hearing some good stuff.
Chalamet is like magnificent as Willy Wonka, and I'm like,
Yeah,
that is all I needed to hear. Like,
yeah, me too. Like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I never watched the original Willy Wonka, so I just watched the Tim Burton version, and I know like it
oh
got so much
dang,
hate. I know it got so much hate, and actually, I kind of because it was the first Willy Wonka I've seen, like it kind of was fun to me. You know, it was really I like this dark tone and everything. So I thought like when they announced Wonka with Timothy Chalamet, I thought they were going to do that like from the character of Johnny Depp, not from the original one. So that's why when I watched the first trailer, I was a bit like, wait, what am I watching here? I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, right. Like this is from Gene and not from Johnny. Like, okay,
right?
the Wonka version of
Like,
Gene. I'm like, okay.
do you like it white, dark, nutty, absolutely insane?
I mean,
Like
I
that.
yo, man, I
You can
liked it,
definitely tell
man.
he's got that quirk. Like,
Yeah, I liked it, man. Like honestly, like I'm not gonna lie, like I watched so many times. I think I still have the DVD of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory of Johnny Depp. Like I did like that
that, like
movie, like
that's
a lot.
nowadays. If we're speaking on it now, it's definitely not good. But my nostalgia goggles are high
Me
for
too,
Charlie and the
exactly.
Chocolate Factory because it's like, yeah, it's a weird movie, but it's like that's what Tim Burton does. Like, do you guys not watch anything Tim Burton?
Exactly. That's his style. That's his style, and I
Like,
was like really thrilled by it. But like I
and of
said, yeah,
course
like
it was
I
supposed to
understand
be
like people that
very
watch the
quirky because it's freaking Johnny Depp. Like, all like for
yeah,
one, Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, they make a lot of movies with quirkiness. So it's
yeah, I
like,
know, yeah, I know.
so
So
like
yeah,
watching
but
that, it's like
I was down
it's
for
no
that.
different. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, like the way he just does his dance during the Violet Beauregard song,
Oh yeah, yeah, that one.
like
Yeah.
this.
It's just like it was so fun. Like for example, the first line where there's every kids and he wants to make like a joke, and that joke was so terrible. Like nobody gave a damn about what he says. Like,
Like,
oh yeah,
good
sorry, okay, and like the way Johnny Depp acted.
good morning. The
Yeah, good
earth
morning,
says
something like that.
hello. Like,
Yeah.
something like
Hello, Cynthia.
that.
But it was good. I don't know. I liked it, man. Especially the visuals. I liked it. I had the video game that was really bad though. It was terrible. It
I'm
was a
sure it
boring
was.
game. Yeah, it was boring. Like I couldn't even pass the first test because I didn't understand what was the point of that video game. Seriously, it was so bad. I think it was on PS2. It was so bad.
I
Hey,
know
I
it was on.
see.
I think it was on GameCube at one point too.
Yeah, yeah, probably yeah. PS2, GameCube, all those stuff. Hey, I see you have the holdovers. I didn't watch that movie yet because my theater doesn't put that. That
It's on
sucks.
digital now, actually.
Oh,
So,
really? Okay, I'm gonna watch it on digital then
yeah,
because like yeah, I
got
was looking
I,
for like a screener about it, but no, I didn't find anything.
I was gonna see it yesterday in the theater with my family, but I unfortunately got sick.
Oh,
So
okay. Oh,
so
you okay?
so
Like
yeah.
no, not just a little flu or COVID? Something
No,
like that?
it was just a stomach bug only.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay.
that's it. Just a stomach bug.
Are you feeling better
And
today?
yeah, I'm feeling like I got some good sleep last night, so I felt
Yeah, that's
so I
good.
feel a hell of a lot better.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that's good.
so I kept forgetting that that it was on digital, and then when I found out when I remembered that it was, I was like, you know what? If I'm not gonna be able to have enough time to go to the theater to go see it, so I'll watch it at home. And God damn it, man, that movie put me in such a good mood, and it almost felt like it was gonna. It almost felt like it cured my sickness for some reason. Like,
Yeah, I think
how
like
good it was, man.
like the only thing it's just like I feel like people are not too aware of the movie because I've been hearing like nothing but good things about that movie, and like I want to watch it so badly. And wait, I say that because I think I had a message of someone like so I don't know if you know, but like in my channel I put monthly polls, and I think someone sent me a message and they told me what's the holdovers. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, right, because right, they don't play. At least here they don't play it really. So I'm like, yeah, right. There are some movies that we don't know because we don't have the chance to really see it.
Well, and plus they're not like the biggest movies out there. Like
Yeah,
this one, Because I remember this one, the same day that Five Nights at Freddy's was released. This was only
Yeah.
playing it was only playing in like select theaters.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then it got it got mostly a wide release when
In
the
November,
Marvels
right?
came out.
Yeah, November, yeah.
So yeah, but then it didn't come to a theater that's close by until the weekend that that Napoleon was released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I still have to watch Napoleon. Oh my god, like there was seriously in November there was so many movies I didn't expect that they were going to hit. But I mean hit like at least like like have big buzz. Then I've been hearing some mixed stuff about Napoleon, to be honest, but yeah, like
not very good.
I mean, like that was a movie. I'm like, I think I'm gonna watch, especially after watching Killers of the Flower Moon. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna wait for Napoleon to drop on streaming because I don't know if I'm down once again to like I like those historical movies. It's just like when you have The Boy and the Heron, Godzilla, Wonka, all of those movies there. I don't know. Like, my interest is not really in historical movies all the time.
Yeah, you can't always you're not always going to be satisfied with those kind of things.
Yeah, that too.
Because it's because a lot of even though a lot of the times they can be somewhat historically inaccurate,
yeah, that's what I heard about Napoleon, right? That's what I heard about Napoleon. It's
really inaccurate. If I'm going,
it's kind of like they made just a romantic story, but that was really bold. But Ridley Scott he said because I think in France he had the most of hate for Napoleon. And he was like, well, actually, French people they don't even like themselves. I'm like, dude, that's so mean to say that. My God,
right,
bro, don't say that. Like you want to sell this movie to everybody. Don't say those stuff. Come on, that sucks. That guy, man.
It's not good. But I was gonna say when it came to a film like Dumb Money, even though there's parts of it that are definitely inaccurate to the actual story that happened a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
The best thing about it is that it kept me entertained.
Exactly. You need a movie like that. I'm gonna take also Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, the same thing. Well, I don't want to spoil it to anybody, but you know what happens at one point in Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
So that event apparently got a little bit of backlash because in real life that happened after the after the finale, after that 24 hours
24-hour Le Mans race.
Yeah, so actually that event happened after, but here they put it before to give this impactful scene, and it gives more of an impact when he's going to do the Monaco race. But I'm like, okay, but it doesn't matter really because even if it's inaccurate, at least first of all, people have to know all of those movies will always be not super 100% accurate because they have to sell you a movie. They don't have to sell you a biopic all the time. Because I remember one of the critiques for Gran Turismo was the love story scenes weren't necessary. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not necessary. I don't know if that was the case in real life, but they do that because that's the Hollywood, that's the American or at least the Hollywood formula, and you need to empathize with this character. So that's you have to remember they want to sell you this. They need to entertain you as well with this. Don't ever forget that they have hats and they're trying to see how to entertain you as well with this source material. Don't forget that. People, I think they always forget that, and I'm like, no, when you go to watch a movie, they want to first of all entertain you most and foremost because you're gonna pay the movie for them, And exactly. Yeah, for sure, they're going to try to go as much as close to the source material, but they're going to transform it to make this movie more appealing, and that's people should never take that off their minds. They should never. They have their hats. They're talking about money and about in industry and entertainment purposes, So yeah,
exactly. So yeah, that's what I was gonna say really quick about Dumb Money, because even though it is a biopic, for the most part, it's pretty much kind of a satire on the actual story when you really think about it, because there is a lot of comedy.
Yeah, that's one I have to watch, man. I didn't watch Dumb Money yet. That's one it's I know, and
my guy,
I know it won the monthly poll. It won. It's the third most voted. It eliminated The Creator, and that was a movie I really liked. I'm like, damn.
I really like The Creator as well, but I mean, Dumb Money was
the two most voted.
Way more entertaining.
Yeah, the two most voted were Saw X. That was the first one. Like that was what it blew the chart. Saw
Of
X,
course
I
it
think.
did.
Yeah, no, but for real, yeah, Saw X was amazing. The second one, I was surprised. Equalizer 3. I'm like, okay, I didn't
Well,
expect that.
Equalizer 3 was actually really good.
No,
Like it
yeah,
was.
I liked it, but I think I liked more the creator or things like that. But that's personal, you know. So, like, I thought it was
Yeah.
a good movie, you know, but I didn't expect it to be that high. And then you have Dumb Money, and unfortunately, we don't have the creator anymore. I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
was surprised
I kind
about
of
that.
figured that Saw X was the one that was going to blow up the charts, was
Oh yeah,
because
Saw
it's a
X.
Saw movie for one. But it's like at
And
the
it's a
same
good
time,
Saw
it's
movie,
really good, dude. Like,
really
oh my,
good. Like, you know, I talk with my good friend YK Reviews. I don't know if you've seen him. Sometimes he's like commenting on people's videos. He's really nice, and he's really because I didn't see all the Saw movies. I've seen 1 and 2, and then I skipped a lot of them until Spiral. So Spiral was the last one I've seen. So and I was like, actually, it wasn't a bad movie, Spiral, for me at least. Then I see Saw X. I'm like, dude, this is completely unexpected. Like I'm rooting for this freaking villain, man. What the hell?
like
Like it was like
this person that has killed a shit ton of people.
exactly.
And
I'm rooting for this guy. I'm like, dude, man.
but it's like when you watch Saw X and you compare it to the first two films, it's like now you understand. But it's like when you watch Saw X. Like, so here's this: you
Mhm.
watch the first two films, and then you watch Saw X. You basically start to understand more like why John Kramer is killing these people.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's like, so here's the gist of the film in case any of you guys have not seen it. So basically, John Kramer is diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. He only has a few months to live. So he finds this thing online that is really risky, but it could possibly save his life. So he goes over to Mexico to basically go to these doctors that will somewhat cure him of this terminal brain cancer. Coming to find out, they're scammers. So yeah, he won't stop at nothing to take him down. So and
No, yeah, it was really good. Honestly, like for me, yeah, the best movie of September that I've seen was actually Saw X, and I was so surprised. I thought it was going to be the creator. Man, Saw X really. I was like, whoa, that was insane. I think okay,
yeah,
so wait, the month of January, it's Megan. I think Megan was the best movie I've seen of January. The
Megan was
month of
good.
all right, so this might not be everybody's favorite, but the month of February for me, Knock at the Cabin. Actually, I like
That would be my second favorite. Mine's easily Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine Bear. Yeah, I was like
That
hesitant,
movie's
Cocaine
so
Bear
much
or
fun.
not. Yeah, Cocaine Bear was really fun, man. But I don't know, like I had a little soft spot for Knock at the Cabin. Like I was just like, hey,
I
actually
mean, Knock
they
at the Cabin's great. I mean, if Mike was here like right now, like him and I, like when we did the watch along for Sisu, we actually had a
yeah
really good conversation, doing a little discussion about Knock at the Cabin and why it's a little bit better than most people give it credit for. So it's like
yeah
because there's so many things about it that make you think. They don't try to just
exactly
pander
yeah
to you and make you look like an idiot. Like, I mean, they'll try to make you look like an idiot, but at the same time, it's like they don't do it in a way to insult the audience.
yeah exactly. But I think that's what people didn't understand because I know like there's so much hate to Knock at the Cabin, and I'm like, damn, like I mean, people are so used to you always have like this plot twist, or like this, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I guess that's what Shyamalan tried to do, like he kind of tease you that to, and I don't want to spoil if
Yeah,
somebody
like he
didn't
tries
watch
to
that.
trick you.
Yeah, exactly, and I thought it actually worked. Like I liked that. I was like, yeah, he actually got me there.
Like,
Um,
I mean, I still kind of consider it a twist since it's Shyamalan, but at the same time, I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, I remember it's like it is for sure a reveal that
yeah,
they were right all along, that they weren't actually messing with you.
yeah,
Because it's like this again. This is what Mike and I were talking about when we watched Sisu. We were kind of discussing about the fact that Dave Bautista Leonard was actually so calm about it and so meticulous, and he wasn't so uptight and angry about it. Like he was
yeah,
actually calm and telling them that this is what's going to happen if you don't just decide to sacrifice.
yeah.
And then he shows you what happens, and because they're broadcasted on the news, and it's like, no way, did that actually just happen?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like one thing for sure, like that movie, I was never bored. Like I was
Exactly.
always, I
Thank
kept
you. I
like
wasn't
being
bored
like, wait,
either.
are they joking with me? You know, like no, this is impossible. You know, but I was just like, I was so into the movie. That's why I'm like, you know, Cocaine Bear, I had so much fun. It was great. The killings, I laughed so much. I was like, damn. But the other, I was so invested in the movie. That's why, for experience wise, I put like Knock at the Cabin. But man, Cocaine Bear was awesome, man.
So much fun. I mean, like,
I
a
should,
bear literally does cocaine.
I should put Blood and Honey there. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I know.
I'll be real with you, Jason. I even though Blood and Honey is still like a half a star movie, I think it's a little bit more fun than I give it credit for. I mean, it's still really, really bad.
Yeah, it's really bad.
It's like,
but like, you know,
the
it's
fact that
funny
the film
because
decides
it's
to take
bad.
itself so seriously.
Yeah.
I kind of love it for that.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, like I think it was Grant who said this, but I remember like the first 10 minutes, my hopes were high. I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be actually a really nice movie. Then I'm like, shit, this is a terrible movie.
But then
it
as
was
soon as
so
but then
fun,
as soon
you
as
know?
Barry's killed, it's like, oh god, it's gonna go downhill from here, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
it
where I was like,
does.
shit. Yeah,
But
it
at the same
does.
time, even though the kills are really, really badly lit,
Yeah.
they're kind of just fun to laugh at for some reason.
Yeah,
Example, the
like I
witch
said,
kill.
I can say whatever I want about Blood and Honey.
Oh!
Hey,
Speak of
look
the
who's there!
devil.
And I was talking
Hey.
about Grant, right? I just said his name.
Yeah.
That's
So I was
crazy.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah.
But yeah, but what was the one for March for you, buddy?
All right, so March is actually pretty tight because you have John Wick 4, you have a Dungeons and Dragon, but man, for me it was a Scream 6. But right now I'm so pissed at
I'm going
Scream.
John Wick 4 though. I mean,
Man, but I'm
6
so
is tied.
pissed
It's
at
pretty close.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
John Wick.
Like those three for me are very tight race. But yeah, I will go just Scream 6
But I will
because
agree
of-
with you though. Dungeons and Dragons, awesome.
Awesome, man. But man, I'm so pissed about Scream right now. Like, man, fuck this, man. Like, seriously, that's a shit show that they made right now.
Fuck you, Spyglass. Like,
But you know, like the worst part. Look, I don't want to get political here because I don't even know. Like, you know, I don't talk about the whole thing because I'm not a historian and everything. But I'm just like, why do companies don't go in politics? It's not your business to go there. You know, like for me at least, I'm like
the devil's back.
What's up, Grant?
How's it going,
Hey
buddy?
guys, you guys got me for about 20 minutes before I have to get off here and review this movie that I've already forgotten 30 seconds after watching it.
Yeah, it's forgettable, but it's like
It really is.
It wasn't bad.
Whoa, wait, which one were we talking here?
Candy Cane Lane.
With Eddie Murphy.
It's not
the new
terrible.
one? Oh yeah, shit, fuck that.
Yeah,
man.
it wasn't great, but it's
You know,
it's
like after
harmless.
watching the trailer, like I was just like, yeah, this seems forgettable. I actually watched Dashing Through the Snow. I think that's way more better. Like way more.
But see, that's the thing is Dashing through this to me and Dashing with the Snow are barely different. Like literally, like they're so like. The only thing I remember about Dashing through the Snow is the one moment that made me laugh. Luke, you've seen the movie, right?
I still haven't seen Dashing Through the Snow yet.
Okay,
No?
well, this is not a spoiler, but at the beginning of the movie, there's one joke, and it's all downhill from here. Ludacris is giving like his backstory about why he doesn't fuck with Christmas anymore, and they mentioned that it shows him and he's all wide-eyed, and he's like Santa, and then it turns out no, it's a burglar dressed as Santa stealing his shit, and he goes, "That's why I don't like Christmas anymore." That was funny. That was really funny.
I remember I said in my review that Dashing Through the Snow, like it's like sometimes you have like some bad movies or not really great movies, but it still makes your night because like you weren't expecting and you had some fun, But I can't deal with if I have the two same things because that's the thing. When I saw Eddie Murphy's the trailer, I'm just like, this reminds me of Dashing Through the Snow. I'm like, okay, one movie can make it, not two movies. Please, and not in the same month. Please, no.
Both of these movies are to actually get mad at them is the equivalent of getting mad at a puppy for jumping on your lap because it's so eager to please. It's pleasant, you smile a lot, but there's really nothing there.
Exactly.
But it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Again,
that's what I said about Dashing Through the Snow. It's just like it just wants to be fun, Like if you're not into that, well, just turn it off. But you don't need to.
That's why I was saying, like with Candy Cane Lane, I don't think it was like the worst thing possible. I
No.
mean, it's still it's good spirited, but
No.
it's like, but at the same time, it's like, do
But
I
it's-
really see myself watching this movie again?
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Probably
like-
not.
No.
This is not a new Christmas perennial. This is not Spirited. This is not The Holdovers. This is like
Yeah, definitely. This is not. The
Yeah.
Holdovers.
Yo, I have to watch
no, the Holdovers is
seriously.
Holdovers is a freaking masterpiece. Like
Holdovers
gonna
is
watch
like
that
my
soon,
number
man.
2 of the year. I love that.
Whoa, okay, that high? Wow.
3.
Oh yeah, I've seen the movie twice. It was even better the second time. I almost was
Man,
tempted to give it
man, you guys are really hyping me for this movie. Like, I didn't watch it yet because, like I said to Luke, like I wanted to watch it in movie theaters, but they don't have it here, so that kind of
Yeah.
sucks, man. But now on
It's
digital,
on
I'm just
digital
gonna
now.
watch it.
Like I told
exactly,
this to Jason. It's on digital now, which is actually how I watched it.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna come
So-
back and have battery.
Yeah. Candy Cane Lane, and Dashing Through the Snow are what I call put it on for your kids while you're folding laundry movies.
Yeah, it's
It's like that's
they're
exactly
good for
what they're
background
for.
noise, but they're not really great for watching it.
Like they're not
mostly for the
irritating.
adults is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. Like, because for the kids though, the kids will love them.
They're not irritating. They're okay for background noise. They're pleasant, it's colorful. You know,
Yeah, they're not irritating. They're not obnoxious. Like,
occasionally you'll get a smirk or two from Eddie Murphy or Lil Rel Howery doing something.
I definitely got some good chuckles out of not Dash. So Candy Cane Lane. Why am I going to get those two mixed up now? Holy
There was
fuck.
there was one giggle I got, and it was from DC Young Fly. It was when freaking David Allen Greer shows up, and he goes, "Man, I knew Santa was black." That was funny. And there are a couple of moments like that. Where I'm like,
pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
I'll say this. You know who actually beat Eddie Murphy at the most laughs for me was fucking Chris Redd as like the
Oh,
really
really?
horny doll. Yeah, he was funny. He's like, "Oh,
Dang,
hey, baby,"
dude.
like flirting with Tracy Ellis Ross. Like, "Oh, hey, baby, I know I'm small, but that was funny." It's just but yeah, I've seen 2 Christmas movies today. The other one
was a so bad it's good one.
No, the other one was like, if it's in a theater near you, forget the good movies that are out, go see it now because it will not be there tomorrow. It's like, okay.
Yeah, when I
It's
saw
so-
that you when I saw
There's-
your text message in the group chat, bro, I was like,
Teddy's Christmas. And the thing is that it's totally it's a movie that's split in 2, and half the movie is actually good. It's the stuff with the teddy bear, but the stuff with the little girl is so bad because the little girl's acting is terrible because she has a resting face like she's gonna hatchet everybody to death, and the whole movie is about this entitled little rich Norwegian brat who wants this doll, and like the
oh
doll
my god.
doesn't want to get got, and they totally ignore the best human character, which is her little brother, Niels, who is the best character, and he gets in trouble just for being in the presence of her bad behavior. Like, he does nothing wrong, and he gets in trouble, and it's like, this kid is the funniest scene in the movie, the only scene that, there's a scene in this movie that legitimately made me and Ryan laugh, and laugh for a while, like, where it, like, lingered, and there's a scene where, there's a whole subplot where the little brother is convinced that Santa's not real, and he confronts his dad about it. And the whole thing is like, okay, here's the thing though. It turns out Santa is real, and it's their grandfather, and everyone's real nonplussed about it. Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
Oh my god.
He shows up and starts like having cookies and tea in the freaking living room, and they're all just like, "Oh, hey Santa, what's up?" Like he's a regular dinner guest. This is fucking Santa Claus.
You know, like, dashing through the snow, it was so funny that the black Santa was just trying to convince them the whole time, "I'm Santa, man, I'm Santa. Just believe I'm Santa." You
yeah,
know?
like that.
And they're like,
bro.
"Yeah, but why do you
What?
have like your beard is a bit bleach and stuff like that?" Like, he's like, "Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
Santa, okay." I'm just
Yeah,
Santa.
that was funny. Where he's talking about like how got to do what you got to do.
Like, honestly, like I said, like I think if Lil Rel wasn't in the movie, I think this movie would have tanked. But since he was, like, he brought everything to this movie.
Can we also, kids movies this year, can we call a moratorium on the one major star you get, you do a bunch of in-jokes? I'm so sick of that. Like, okay, like, Ludacris is in this. What's the line? Man, that's ludicrous.
There's also his song. There's also his song at one point. There's also like a song of Ludacris at one point. I'm like, dude, seriously.
Well, but the same thing happened in a movie that I actually didn't hate, Family Switch. There's a joke about how
Family Switch. Okay, I have to
There's
watch
a-
I'm
that.
gonna check out Family Switch here.
Yeah,
pretty
me too.
soon.
well,
have to check that out.
there's a joke where they all switch places, and it's Jennifer Garner's the mom, and there's a part where they all switch places, and they're like, "Look at me, I'm 17 again," and then Ed Helms is like, "Look who's talking, I'm 13 going on 30," and then Jennifer Garner flashes him a look and is like, "Wah wah,"
Bro,
and we're
that's
like, "Fuck off,
clever.
movie."
Wow.
Dude, that is so clever. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't bring up 13 going on 30 unless you're going to be as good as 13 going on 30 was. And it wasn't.
Oh my
But
god.
I am gonna
13
watch
going on
Family
30 's
Switch here
awesome.
pretty soon, man.
Yeah, me too. I have to
I'm gonna
watch
check it out and see
Family
what I think for
Switch.
myself, but I mean,
It is
But I'm-
also my big thing with Family Switch is that it's kind of the dirtiest kids movie I've seen since like The Cat in the Hat. Like there's a lot of like adult ass jokes in that movie.
Damn.
Like
sounds like the movie for me.
dude, literally, this is the first time in a PG movie that was not released in the 80s that I've heard someone mention someone creaming their jeans in a freaking
Oh my
PG
god!
movie.
What?
Yeah, there is a line in this movie in which
Seriously,
the
oh my
bully
God.
is the
Hey,
bully
Grant.
is picking on Brady Noon's character, and he goes, "Oh look, he saw the girly legs. Oh, I bet you're creaming your jeans, bro."
Yo, like
It's like, what the fuck?
Hey
an
Grant.
inappropriated movie I watched and I remember with kids, right? It was so good. It's Good Boys. I don't know if you've seen that, guys. The
Oh
Good
my
Boys.
god, I love.
Yo,
Good
that is
Boys.
so. Oh my god.
The kid from that is in this. The kid who
Yeah,
played
Brady.
Thor.
Oh,
in that
really?
movie.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Boys is in
Yo,
Family
that-
Switch.
That is so inappropriate. I don't even know how those kids were able to film that shit. Like,
Dude,
Man,
there was
dude.
I saw a podcast with Jacob Tremblay where he said that like it was going to be his first R-rated movie, and he was going to take all his friends, and literally the guy at the ticket counter saw him on the poster and still wouldn't give him a damn ticket because it was
Oh my
just so dirty.
Oh my god.
but yo, that was really like, what the fuck?
Does this look like a sippy cup? No, it's a fucking juice box. I'm not a fucking child. I love Good Boys.
Here's
Yo,
the thing.
yo, seriously,
I'm gonna
like,
go to the party with
2019
a beer, so everyone knows that I'm cool.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like,
that
bro,
was
what do you
in
have in
twen-
your pants?
That was in 2019. Seriously,
Hey, Grant.
2019 was
Hey,
like,
Grant.
one of the best years.
I know
of
it's not a big
movies.
dick. Yes, I get the joke.
No, it's no, Graham. What do you
Yo, guys,
What do you have in your pants?
My penis.
Pull it out.
Pull it out. Oh,
the
man.
best joke in that whole movie is when they find porn, and then afterwards he's like they weren't even kissing. That woman was just licking that dude's asshole. Do you want to kiss the asshole?
Oh my god.
But like, I remember it was so dumb because like,
Oh,
if I-
one of the funniest things that I remember from Good Boys is you guys remember the bike chase scene, like when they're trying to run away from the girls with the drugs?
yeah.
And then
And at the end, I think the guy like he breaks his
I
arm,
think-
right?
Yeah, Thor breaks his arm. And he's like, "I'm fine," and then they're just like, "Your arm, and then the old guy's like, "Oh hell no."
The best joke, by the way, though, the most relatable joke in that movie, and I love that movie. It was on my best of list that year. It's live action South Park, basically. The best joke in that movie has nothing to do with anything dirty. It's at the end when like the girl he likes, he finally gets her, but his friends stop hanging out.
Oh yeah.
And then, like,
They
the
become
montage
lesbian.
Of he's like he dates her for a while, then she dates another boy, then she dates a girl, then all this stuff. And then they reunite again at like a birthday party, and he goes, "I can't believe all that's happened in the last like 2 weeks."
The one I liked was like, you know, when they broke up, like Jacob Tremblay, like he was switching girls every time, and those
Right.
girls actually became like they were like lesbian after, and he was still crying, and they were happy.
Oh my god.
I was just like, shit, wow. Oh man.
That's Gene Stupnitsky for you, bro. Because it's
Yeah,
like
he's really good. Like,
Dude,
he's really not afraid to like.
is he the
he's
one who
not
did,
afraid to
No
basically
Hard
pull the
Feelings?
trigger on you when it comes to comedy.
Yeah, he did.
It's like
He did No Hard Feelings.
No Hard
Also,
Feelings,
Luke,
right?
you know what else he
I-
did too, Luke? That you need to freaking watch already. Jury Duty, goddammit. The TV show. It's really good.
But dude, No Hard Feelings was really good though, man.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
it was.
like No Hard Feelings. Wait, why did you like it, Luke? Why did you like No Hard Feelings?
It was
I
funny.
liked
Was
was
it
very
the beach scene, maybe?
The beach
Oh my
scene is
God.
hilarious.
Yo,
Well, I mean, we all
I
like
have-
the beach scene. Let's be real.
I have to find when I asked Dark on his live, the guy cracked when I asked him, "Yo, are you gonna?" Because he was like, "Oh, should I watch No Hard Feelings?" And I was typing. I was like, "Dude, like, there's a scene you're gonna like it so badly." But I'm just gonna tell you right now that you might want to be alone and stuff like that. Dude, the guy cracked like for like I think like a whole 5 minutes. He couldn't continue his life. I need to find that piece of entertainment. That was so good. But yeah,
Oh my god!
the guy was like, "Yo, dude."
A friend of mine once
man.
texted me a GIF, and it says, "Grant, this is you," and it was literally the GIF of from Wolf of Wall Street of Margot Robbie getting out of bed and like next to no clothes, like walking toward the
Yeah.
camera. And it said that I only like Wolf of Wall Street for the plot, and then underneath says the plot.
The
It's
plot.
Margot Robbie.
That would be the same thing for No Hard Feelings. The plot, that's the plot.
They could just do that, and it's like, well, what's the difference?
No, but actually, but talking seriously, like actually, I'm surprised at No Hard Feelings. Like it was so jokey. I knew what I was going to go. A goofy movie, like kind of stupid-ish. But actually, it was more mature than I thought. Like
Oh yeah.
the whole
Yeah.
thing like that happened. I'm like, oh shit! Like I didn't expect this. So I was like, thank you. Like that was really cool.
Yeah, but that also
just-
that,
but then again, though, like I said, the film was not afraid to push boundaries when it came to comedy, because it's like a lot of the stuff that they can say in the film is pretty damn offensive. Like,
the Chinese finger trap on the end of the dude's pecker.
yeah, like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. That like to different kind of people, though, man, that could actually be pretty offensive. Like,
But,
Oh, yeah.
but did you know that this is based on a true post that actually Jennifer Lawrence and the director once they were like, because she said this in an interview, like they were swiping stuff, they were just hanging out, and they saw this post like, oh, we're searching for someone who can like the plot of the story, like someone who can take our son out of his cocoon and you can have our car, blah blah. So I didn't know that was actually a real thing, like not the story.
I did not know
but
that either.
And I was
Did you-
just like, wait, what? That's so messed up, man. Yeah, like in an interview she said, I'm like, what the hell?
Did you
That's
guys
crazy.
have you guys ever seen there's an indie movie? It launched the career of the guy who did Jurassic World, but did you ever see the movie Safety Not Guaranteed?
I've
No.
heard of Safety Not Guaranteed.
Okay, that's a great movie. The premise of that is built on a Craigslist ad. Literally, the director was looking
Oh my
through
god!
and
A
and he
Craigslist
saw,
ad.
Wow.
he saw the Craigslist ad where it had the line from the movie, which is the more attention, needing someone to time travel with. You must bring your own weapons. Safety not guaranteed. I've only done this once before. Like he legitimately saw that in it. And so he talked to the woman who met the guy and answered the ad, and the movie's based on her. Like,
Man, that's crazy. But hey, they nailed it. They
Also, going
nailed
to
it.
speak on good comedies this year that actually we're not afraid to push boundaries. Fucking Joyride.
how about Bottoms? Can anybody talk about Bottoms? We all keep hearing Joyride and No Hard.
I didn't watch nor Bottoms or Joyride. That's one I have to watch too.
Jason,
like-
if you want my highest recommendation, buddy, you got to check out Joyride.
yeah, I know,
And
that
Bottoms.
one won too. Again, it was
I mean,
like the
Bottoms is
fourth
great, but
best movie of
I'm sorry,
July.
Grant. I prefer Joyride. Like,
I know I prefer Bottoms. I prefer Bottoms, and the movie was pretty good too. No, but the I talked to my friend. By the way, speaking of, that is not the most dirty comedy though of the year. I'll tell you which one is right now. And I saw it in a theater with other people. And that would be Dix the Musical, my friends.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
That
that's
was
right, Dick's the musical.
that.
Yeah,
There's
Dix the
a
Musical.
choice they make that in like the third act that's either you're going to think is hilarious, or it's going to make you go like evil. Like just the choice that the characters make. But like afterwards I talked to Ben, and Ben asked me, like, oh, so Dix the Musical, how was it? He goes, I love Dix. The movie was pretty good too.
Yeah, when I tell you like your TikTok thing, like I love Dick's.
I
Musical.
do. The musical. Well, because
Like that was actually like Grant. I'm not gonna lie, dude. That's pretty clever in my book.
thank
Like,
you.
that's pretty clever.
Thank you.
I was gonna say with Joyride, it's given in the trailer, so this is not necessarily a spoiler. There is a
It's not
scene on a
puppet, it's
train,
my
like where they're just putting drugs like inside their clothes, and Stephanie Shu shoves 8 bags of cocaine up her ass. That actually
Oh my
happens in the movie. That is not a lie.
I'll tell you
Man.
something, Luke. I really liked Joyride. I thought it was very funny. It's not even my favorite Cherry Cola comedy of the summer of 2023.
Shortcomings, yeah, I know.
Shortcomings.
But
Because maybe it's because I could relate to it more.
I just like the characters more in Joyride. Like,
Oh,
if I'm gonna
aware.
be real.
Well,
Like-
yeah, because in Shortcomings, the whole point of the movie is that every main character is a raging asshole in that movie. That's kind of the whole idea.
I mean, yeah, it's true. But then,
It's a
like,
very dark comedy.
I
Oh
mean,
my god.
but I was gonna say, like, with but again, dude, with Joyride, it's like when it comes to some of those characters, it's like you would want to hang out with them. Like,
Especially Deadeye.
Yeah.
Deadeye is my person.
Yeah, I've been so
I'm
surprised
going
that
Lolo all
Joyride.
day, dude. Like, Lolo
Honestly,
is my
like-
favorite character in Joyride.
Honestly, like Joyride really came by like a surprise because I thought it was, like it was so close to No Hard Feelings. So I was just like, well, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
comedy movie and good, but like the way like people received it, it's so amazing. Like I said, even in my monthly poll, I think it's the fourth best voted, like most voted. I'm like, damn man, Joyride, like in front of a lot of them. I'm like, wow.
Joyride was good, but I feel like it is just a smidge overrated, just a little bit. I think it's a really funny movie. I don't think it's like a comedy classic, but I think Bottoms now. I do think Bottoms has the potential to be a comedy classic. I absolutely do. But this one, I think it's funny. I'll watch it again. If they make a sequel, I'd see a sequel. But like, is it going to be my first choice of comedies this year? No, it's going to be Bottoms.
All right, all right.
Or you know what? Actually, my first choice is going to
Okay,
be.
I might be ugly, but these aren't overalls.
By the way, this is actually going to be my first choice of comedies.
Ooh.
Barbie.
Come on, Barbie, let's go.
Wait,
Barbie,
do we consider Barbie as a comedy?
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
actually a good
it's-
point. It's a
it's a
horror
social
film.
satire, so it counts.
Yeah, like I would go like maybe sad. Yeah, I guess you can. Barbie could be
I
everything,
mean,
like
why
musical.
do you think, like, I mean, Dumb Money counts as
satire.
a comedy. Like that's basically a satire, but it's
Yes.
mostly a comedy.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Dumb
yeah,
Money's
yeah,
awesome.
true.
But guys,
Hey,
I'm
Grant.
gonna have to go in just a second. But I just wanted to say, did you guys hear what Margot Robbie's next movie is going to be with Ryan Gosling? I'm pumped.
Forgot what
No,
it was called.
They're doing a movie called Oceans. It's a prequel to Ocean's 11.
oh,
and
shit.
Sold.
and Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling are going to play the future parents of George Clooney. And
Okay.
it's gonna be set in the 60s.
That should be interesting.
Yeah, that's
I'm
really-
excited for that one, and they're both gonna produce it also.
Yeah, I'm excited. Whatever Ryan Gosling and Margot do, like the next movie, I think it's like Fall Guy, if I remember correctly. From
Oh,
Ryan-
Fall
dude,
Guy.
that looks hilarious.
Yo, that looks good, man.
That looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, that looks like a lot of fun. Like, bro, Ryan Gosling, man.
Emily
Like, because,
Blunt,
like,
my
I mean,
queen.
especially since you got David Leitch at the helm, the guy that did
Yeah,
freaking
exactly, yeah.
Fourth Train. It's like, bro, you're gonna get a fun movie.
But you know,
I'm also-
I'm so glad that finally Margot and Ryan they got like a great a movie that had a great box office, because like for a while like Ryan Gosling had brilliant movies but never really with box office, and also Margot,
Place-
Like the Nice Guys.
Beyond the
Nice
Pines.
Guys
Yeah.
didn't really
Nice
get
Guys,
enough
yeah.
fame.
the nice guy,
Place Beyond the Pines. That's a favorite of mine.
La La Land, like things like that.
Drive.
like-
That was a hit, dude. What are you talking about, La La Land? That
no, but
made
I
a
mean
lot of
like box office wise, like it made
yeah, it
money,
did.
but like not like huge money that we would have think of it. Wait, how much did it do?
It did well.
Because
It
I
did
know
decent.
like
I know
poor
I know
Gosling
Drive
has
did
been
not make a
always
lot.
like
I know
struggling
for
with
sure
the
Drive and only God Forgives. I know those did not make any money.
yeah.
But I love those movies. And
All right, so
here's
it
the,
made
Thank you, Grant.
470.
Only God Forgives is great.
Yeah,
it's not for everybody, but it's for me. I wanted to say before I go real quick.
yeah.
First off, yeah, the Nice Guys all the way. That's proof that Ryan Gosling always that and SNL prove that Ryan Gosling always had comedy in
I got a fucking license to carry, dumbass.
I'm gonna give you a spiral fracture. It's like ah! Anyway,
Oh, that scene when he breaks his arm, dude. Oh God.
we all know what the best line in the Nice Guys is. It's like, Dad, like you didn't tell me that there were like whores here and stuff, honey. How many times do I have to tell you? You don't have to say and stuff. Just say, Dad, there are whores here. All right,
Oh
I gotta
my
go,
God.
y'all.
Hey, thank you so much for being here, Grant, man. It was so
Thanks,
nice
Grant.
to talk with you, man.
No problem, bro. Anytime.
Take care, man.
See you later,
Peace.
bud.
See you guys.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
Actually, I'm gonna go soon because like I'm still gonna continue some stuff. But oh yeah, so you were saying that D&D John Wick. You go with John Wick, right, for March?
Yeah, I go with John Wick for March.
John Wick Chapter 4. I'm gonna say something like John Wick. I just put it a bit behind them, just because I feel like John Wick the 4 was aesthetically beautiful, but it kind of seemed too much of a comedy at one point. Like those stairs and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, what is this movie going?
Yeah,
I mean, it was fun, but at one point, I'm like, dude, what's going on?
But I get that.
Yeah, but it was fun. But you know, one thing I'm noticing right now, this year was actually a pretty nice year of horror movies, because I said Megan, which I know it's considered a horror movie. I'm gonna consider a thriller more. Knock at the Cabin, which is supposed to be a thriller, because for me, April. I know you're gonna say Mario, but for me, April, it's Evil Dead Rise. I've never seen
Mario.
I know. I've never seen any Evil Dead.
Jason. I'm going Mario.
Yeah, I know. This one I'm solo, but Evil Dead Rise, man, like I don't watch.
Evil Dead Rise was great for sure, man. I love Evil Dead Rise.
Freaking good. I'm like, whoa, that was good.
As a fan, as a big fan of those games, ever since I was a young boy, Mario all the way, my guy.
Yeah, I know that. Like Mario for me, it's like the third, because I had Evil Dead, I had Chevalier, which I did like, and I had Mario.
Okay, Chevalier.
But like for me, Chevalier and Mario were kind of close together, so that's why I'm like, well, it's because Mario. I'm like, I love Mario just because I played those games. I think it's a cohesive story, yes, but it's
Mario is basically the movie made for the fans.
Exactly,
like,
yeah.
For the fans
so that's why I was like, yeah, it's good. All right, so I think this one you're with me. May, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I think there's no discussion there. Or are you gonna say Fast and Furious?
I don't know, man. This one's tough. It's a tie.
Look, no. If you tell me Fast and Furious,
never mind. No, it's Guardians. I had to think about that because I was like, because I saw the Covenant in May, but then I forgot. Oh, it's an April release. So yeah, it's
the Covenant, yeah. Which the
Covenant was an April release, but
I have to watch that though. The Covenant, I heard great stuff about. Guy Ritchie, right?
Yeah, that's actually a Guy Ritchie movie. Like, and I say actually because that movie is nothing like his previous works.
I know, yeah.
Nothing.
Wait, I think it was The Gentleman that I saw of him.
The Gentleman. The Gentleman. There is some dialogue that he's using, The Gentleman, that is so freaking offensive. But it's like Guy Ritchie knows what he's doing when it comes to that. Kind of
Yo, look, honestly,
he writes it in such a subtle way that even if it is offensive, it's like he'll still hold back no punches.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's Guy Ritchie. Yeah. Yo, dude, for real, I thought you were going to say Fast X was the best of May. I'm like,
no. Oh no. Far from it.
I will say I did like The Mother and Little
it's
Mermaid.
all right, but oh my god, every time I think about it, man, that cliffhanger.
No, I can't.
The cliffhanger gets on my nerves. Like
everything gets on my nerves on this movie. Like John Cena is dead. Why? Just because The Rock comes back, and then you have like some minutes after you have Gal Gadot's return. I'm like, dude, like, what's the point of killing someone in this franchise? Everybody's gonna come back.
Fuck off, man.
what's the point of killing someone? Like, why do I care if Cena's dead? First of all, he has been just introduced. That's the.
He was just introduced in Fast 9, like, literally.
Fast 9, you have Han, my favorite character of the whole franchise. His the way he's still alive doesn't make any sense. It's just random.
No, it does not. And it's like, why would you do that? Just to make your money?
Yeah, I'm just like, dude, like, as much as I love Han, make a prequel of Han. There you go, make a prequel of Han. You want Sun Kang, make a prequel.
Bring him back like that, and like the laziest way possible.
That seems so forced. All right, the month of June, I'm pretty sure you're gonna go Asteroid City or Spider-Verse, right?
I'm going Asteroid City.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's Asteroid City, dude, all the freaking way, man. I love Spider-Verse. Don't get me wrong, but
it's Spider-Verse.
That I'm about to break y'all's hearts here for real. Even though I think it's a great movie, I think it's a tad bit overrated. Like,
look, I will say this, that I think, because like I was talking with my friend, we were talking about like who should win the best animated picture of the year. And to be honest, I'm a bit like that category seems a bit bland let me get this straight, for the Oscars, because they're kind of old school people, so they kind of like something that breaks the ground or something more innovator, And I feel like this year we didn't really have those movies necessarily. For example, Mario, as much as I like it, as much as you like it, they're gonna say this is more for fans more than like it didn't bring really this story. And I feel like also Spider-Verse, the first one won, but the second one I'm not sure is gonna win, just because like they they don't bring something really. It's more of a fan service. Like what's really interesting is like the amount of Spider-Mans, and also that they cross with the Venom and stuff like that. That was really interesting, but I don't know if they're gonna care about that. And that's what I was thinking about.
Exactly.
Like,
That's why I'm thinking something like Ninja Turtles should probably get into that category because it's a new
for me,
version.
for me,
Ninja Turtles,
for me, I think
and
for me, like I think it's gonna be a Elemental should be in the discussion. Ninja Turtles should be in the discussion. Look, as much as I don't really appreciate that much Suzume, I believe they're gonna put it in the discussion just because
I know
it's
for sure
really
they're also going
beautiful.
to put in Nimona. Like Nimona is definitely going to be part of that discussion.
Yeah,
for
Nimona,
sure.
and I think the fifth one maybe, but I didn't watch the movie yet, so we're just speculating. But probably The Boy and the Heron because it's Miyazaki.
Probably.
And, yeah, probably. I would love The Boy and the Heron to win, but yeah, but then I didn't see the movie, so
I
don't
mean,
know if
I
it's
think
gonna
I'd
win.
probably go Ninja Turtles if I'm going to be honest. But it's like,
Yeah, for me,
if I'm
honestly,
going to be
Ninja
real, but
Turtles
also
did
at the same
something.
time, I would also, but at the same time, I think I would also go with Nimona because
I didn't watch that
Nimona
movie
touches
yet.
on
People
some
think
really
it's
dark
great.
subject matter. Like,
Yeah, wait, Nimona, that's one I didn't watch it yet, and I've been hearing some great stuff. It's on Netflix, right?
yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's the rejected one from Disney. Can't believe it.
And I want to say this to Disney.
Yeah, I can't believe why. Like, why did they say no to this? And like, you have Netflix.
It's like you could have gone back to your good old. You could have gone back to your good old days of actually the good stuff and actually going dark.
Yep.
But they
Well-
decided to play the safe route, and I was
Well,
just
that's
like,
Disney.
I'm not there for it.
All right, so I go with Spider-Verse. You go with Asteroid City. Oh, this is gonna be spicy. All right, July, Joyride, Mission Impossible. We had Barbenheimer. What else did we get? I don't know. Actually, a lot of movies on
Haunted Mansion.
Talk to Me, Sound of Freedom. I'm going with Oppenheimer. I'm sorry,
Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
No question.
Oppenheimer.
I'm
I'm
going
sorry.
Oppenheimer all day, every day.
Oppenheimer is incredible.
I'll go ahead and say it. I don't care if it's too early. Oppenheimer is a masterpiece.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
It's a masterpiece.
I agree with you. Yeah, like again, like so Oppenheimer, same stuff. I went to watch Barbie because it was going to be fun. Oppenheimer, I need to go like on a day I'm really down to be like watching something and really analyzing because that's Oppenheimer, that's Christopher Nolan. And I go there, I'm just like, dude, like although I don't think I'm gonna rewatch this movie quite frequently because it's really long still, it's just like it's incredible how everything was done. I'm just like, dude, like
Yeah, dude.
I can't be mad at this movie because it's just everything was worth it. I can't cut anything. I can't. Maybe I'm not gonna rewatch it as a lot of Oppenheimer fans today, but still, it's just like I can't disrespect. It's just so brilliant. At least for me, it was like still
Yeah, it's
brilliantly done.
brilliant.
I was just like, wow, like it's amazing, man. For me, August. So August is really a sweet spot for me because I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love Blue Beetle. I love Gran Turismo. This really sucks. I did like Strays. This really sucks, but I think I'm going to stay with TMNT. August.
Yeah, I think. I think I might have to sit with TMNT.
But this is a close call.
Even
Like,
though I
Gran
love
Turismo, Blue Beetle-
Strays, I love Blue Beetle, and I love Gran Turismo. Those were great films, like in and of themselves.
Oh,
Back
also
to the
in
Trench-
the month of August,
the
we
Trench
had
can suck my ass. And really quick, I wanted to just hold on.
Yeah.
If I can freaking turn this up, because if any of you were thinking that I was exaggerating my hate for Meg to the Trench, then I have this to say.
Oh my god. Okay, let's listen to this.
Fuck you! Yep. That's
Oh,
what I gotta
man.
say, because I
Luckily
ain't
I
exaggerating
didn't
my
watch the
hate.
Meg 2 yet, and I'm not down to watch that, man. Fuck that.
Just don't, Jason. It's not worth your time. It's so boring.
Actually, in August, I watched a boring movie called Heart of Stone with Gal Gadot. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I didn't like that movie neither. I don't know if that's worse than Meg 2.
Hold on a second.
Fuck you!
Fuck that movie, man.
It sucks.
I
It's
went
so
on vacation.
generic. It's like it's just basically
Yeah.
content. It's not a movie.
Yeah, that what's the worst part? It's like it had potential to be actually great.
Yeah, I mean
That's what bothered me more because like the first like 20 minutes were actually cool, like once
Yeah, like,
it's so messed up because usually when you have like a plot twist, it's supposed to be great. This really killed the movie. Like that plot twist when everybody died because and the guy was finally he's the villain. Man, when that moment happened, the movie was dead for me. Before that, was like I was enjoying the
but
movie.
I
After
can
that, was
tell
like,
you, I can tell you, Jason, an underrated gem that was released in August. If you guys have seen a little movie called The Last Voyage of the Demeter,
oh yeah, the one with Dracula, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I
kind of a
watched
hidden
it.
gem in my opinion. It's a little
Yeah, it's
underrated.
good. It's good. It's underrated. Yeah, I did like
Yes,
that. Like,
good movie.
I mean, like I don't like it as much as Blue Beetle, Gran Turismo, or TMNT, but it's right there. Like, it's actually really enjoyable.
It's really good. Like,
and people don't talk
is
about it,
like,
really.
Like, but here's the thing, though: is it repetitive? Yes.
Yes.
Is it slow? Yes. Is
Yeah.
it cliched? Absolutely, it's cliche.
Yeah.
But is it entertaining? Of course.
Oh yes, I liked it. I loved it.
So yeah, so basically, if that's summing up my thoughts, if that wasn't enough, I don't know what's going to be enough to sum up my thoughts on Last Voyage of the Demeter. Like,
no, for me it was good. Like,
it's a fun movie.
Like I have actually like when I think about the Demeter, I'm just like I don't have bad thoughts about it. Like it's just like there are other movies I think I enjoyed more, but it's just like this movie that I can't.
It has its problems, like, for sure.
No, yeah, for sure. But I mean,
like
it was so enjoyable that I don't give a damn about it. It's just like it was good, man. That's it. Like, point. It's not great, but it was good. I liked it. I had a fun time. I would rewatch this actually, and that's it. Like, yeah, for sure. There's a lot of problems, repetitive, cliche, things like that. But
and yes, it's very slow, like to a certain point.
That I will admit. Yeah, it is slow. It is slow. Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, pick up the pace, Dracula. But it's like at the same time, it's like you do care about these characters, even though it's like some of them some of the side characters are just like kind of just there just to be there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, for the most of them, especially Corey Hawkins, who plays as our main character, is great, and you actually get behind this guy. Like,
yeah,
they don't give you like many reasons to, but it's like you still care about him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, exactly. You're right.
So it's, you know what? If I want to say the most overhated film, because I think it's getting a way too much hate now that I'm thinking about it, I'm probably gonna go Last Voyage of the Demeter. Like,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, like I don't know why there's hate. Like, it's just like it's. I mean, like, well, first of all, there's really bad movies. Expendables, fuck.
Expendables, Meg to the Trench, freaking
those
Exorcist
are bad. Like, those are bad. Like it's so hard to try and defend something about it.
Okay, I'm gonna do it again. But if any of you, and I'm especially talking to you, Mind of a Nerd, if you think I'm exaggerating my hate towards Exorcist Believer, well, then I have this to say. Doing the thing. Fuck you! Exactly.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I know Lily told me she actually enjoyed Exorcist Believer. I didn't watch it yet, but I will admit it's because of the bad buzz. I was just like, fuck this, man.
Jason, I'm just gonna say, man, just please don't.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna.
It's really, really, really bad. Like,
like I was
like the beginning, the first half of it was actually pretty good. Like, I was actually kind of into it. Like,
okay.
I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. But then once the girls are possessed and they start acting weird, the movie just lost all of its steam. Like, it just knocked itself out with like after that moment. It's like, and it's like, don't even get me started on the third act. The third act was horrible. Like, it made the film even worse for me.
One horror movie I didn't really like too much was Insidious, The Red Door. Man, I started watching that. Yeah, I started watching that. I couldn't finish it. It was boring. I was bored, actually. I'm like, oh, shit.
How do you take a concept that was a mystery from the first two films and make it this boring?
Yeah, like I was... Like, honestly, I think I stopped after like 40 minutes. I stopped. I fell asleep, actually, with my mom. Yeah, with my mom. We were watching Insidious. Me and my mom, we fell asleep on the couch. And then I realized, I'm like, oh shit, we fell asleep because it was boring.
Zach Goller was right about that. If you need someone to put you out like that, that was your best bet. He was so right about it.
Oh man, I'm like,
and plus, I saw that movie in theaters, dude. I went to see that in a theater.
Oh man.
And that was one of the first, like one of the few times this year, like I almost got up and left. Like,
Damn.
I'm gonna be completely real with you. I almost got up and left within the film's final like 15 minutes, where stuff actually starts going down. I was like, I could get up and leave, and I would not care. Like,
Oh,
I could possibly just get up and leave.
Yeah,
But
no,
no, I
understand,
dredged through
yeah.
the whole thing. But I'll give it slight credit for this. The last 15 minutes of the film were fine.
Okay.
Like, it actually felt like a finale. But everything else leading up to it was so freaking boring.
Yeah, like I just
That-
yeah, man. I was just like, fuck, man, I can't believe like, and I was so hyped for it. I was just like, oh shit, this looks
I was
really
actually kind of excited for it too, because even though I thought it was going to be unnecessary for sure, because who needs a fifth one? And I walked into it, I was like, okay, maybe. Come on, Patrick Wilson, you got a chance here.
Yeah.
This is your first film that you're directing. Maybe.
Oh,
you
it was
can
the
actually
first he
make a good movie.
directed? Oh no.
And this was a whimper for him, because this was just flat out sucked. And I'm not gonna lie to you, because of my hatred for the film, I've gotten some backlash for it.
Wait, really? Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because I saw this film in theaters, and when I reviewed it, I definitely got some backlash for it, because it's like a lot of people told me that they really liked it. I'm not talking about my buddy Gavin, Gravy X Train, because he liked it, but he's always respectful about things, even if we have our differences. But I'm saying, like, because I suggested people to see other films, like I gave some suggestions for other films for people to see. Like one of them I suggested was Elemental,
Yeah.
and then somebody said I get a downvote because of that, and I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah, you got people like that. I think like one of my most disliked videos of the year was the Marvels. It was liked and also some dislikes because I liked it. I'm like, dude, I mean,
I really like the Marvels as
if
well.
if I say I don't like it,
like
it's so funny because if I say I don't like it, I'm gonna have dislikes. If I say I like it, I'm gonna have dislikes. So either way, I'm just like, dude,
and I
can't love every
so
movie.
who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Like, I think like Wish.
But, like
also.
same thing with me when it comes to Five Nights at Freddy's. I kind of love Five Nights at Freddy's, so who cares?
I like Five Nights.
It's a good movie. Like
I have some. I actually have to put my review. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. After 2 months, finally we'll have a review for Five Nights at Freddy. Like there is some problems in Five Nights at Freddy that I won't be afraid of telling in the review. But
right, exactly. It was still I definitely have flaws of it too, but it's not.
Yeah, but I still enjoy it.
I don't think it's like a bad movie. Like a lot of critics are saying it is. Like a lot of critics are hating the shit out of it, and I'm like,
yeah, no,
really?
It's not a bad movie.
Like the one complaint that I hear from a lot of people that I completely disagree with is the film's first act. Like the first act, I thought was actually really good for setup.
It was good
because it's like if Mike did not, or should I say, if Josh Hutcherson did not beat up that guy in the mall, do you think we would understand like why he acts the way he does, or why he has to take sleeping pills? Probably not. Like,
okay, yeah.
If I'm gonna be completely honest, because the scene like when this guy grabs the child so like it looked like he grabbed the child so violently, but then when we realized like when he goes to the career counselor that it was actually the kid's dad, it was like that definitely made it more shocking. But at the same time, it's like we understand like why Mike was acting that way.
Yeah.
So it's like
no, I don't think there were like for me like seriously the problems that I've seen was especially I think the script was a bit weird for me sometimes. Like I feel sometimes
I can get that.
I didn't the thing I didn't like was Matthew Lillard. How can you waste Matthew Lillard? Like why the movie?
Really? Okay.
Dude, like I think they could have done so much with Matthew Lillard, and it's just like one of my biggest things that I don't like that Star Wars sometimes makes this, or even like Spider-Man, they did this with Sam Raimi. It's like you have like a huge world. You're gonna tell me that this guy kidnapped kids. He stayed in the freaking same town as the guy who's looking for him like for his whole life, and the only person that you see in the movie. Like my mom keeps saying, "Oh, it's gonna be Matthew Lillard, like probably the one that they're talking." I'm like, no. I was trying to convince myself the script won't be dumb to just give me, yeah, it's Matthew Lillard at the end of the day. I'm like, dude, like it's such a huge world. Like it could have been anybody. Like, you know, you don't need that. Like you don't need to connect always everything. Like, you know, like sometimes sometimes there's unresolved situations, and I wanted to see, it was better for me if Mike, you know, like, okay, I know he feels guilty for his brother, and what can he do? Nothing at this point. Like, you know, maybe one day we'll find a killer. Okay, but could be in another sequel, whatever. But right now he's about to lose his sister as well. Like, make him like, okay, like I have
because
to.
of a certain legal battle that was going on between him and his aunt. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, the aunt character I hated. Like,
Yeah, me too. Yeah, she was annoying.
That's not saying that's not saying it in a good way, you guys. That's
yeah.
She was definitely the biggest problem I had with Five Nights at Freddy's was because of her. Because it was like,
Really?
we get it, like
Yeah.
get it. Like you want this kid, you want his little sister. Okay, just and every time she keeps speaking a word of dialogue, I'm like, Freddy, come on, Freddy.
Yeah, just kill her. Yeah. She
Just
was
kill her
being
off.
annoying.
And then once they do, spoiler alert. Once they do, I'm like, thank you, Freddy. Like,
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, but like I said, you know, like even in Spider-Man 3, I remember one complaint I had was the Sandman backstory. Like, you have Sandman, you didn't need to connect this to, oh, he's the one who killed Uncle Ben. That wasn't necessary. As well as Star Wars, like every time we have
where it wasn't well explained. Like they rushed it into production.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
rushed
like-
it too. But I mean, like, it wasn't necessary neither. Like, you didn't need to tie in to the first. It's like also Batman. What was it? The one with Bane. Like
Dark
they
Knight
try-
Rises.
yeah. So they tried to connect to the first one. We don't need that. Like it's a huge world. We don't need that. Like, you know, it wasn't necessary. That's what I'm saying. And here too, like, it wasn't necessary to tie that the kidnapper who kidnapped Mike's brother is also, it happens to be the same guy that is running Freddy's Five Nights at Freddy. I'm like, dude, why? Like, it could have been just someone, and you can say like, this is why people like are afraid and things, because there's a lot of kidnappings, things like that, and also you have like this, you know, like and anyway, like for me, it was just like, because like the Matthew Lillard reveal, what I knew it miles away, and I'm like, ah, shit, come on, like, why did you do that, guys? Like, you didn't need this, you know, you didn't need this. Like, it was, you could have just, I would have loved to see like Mike trying to fight this problem that he has, because it's deep, you know, it's a guilt, it's a huge guilt that he will never be able to repair. But now it's like, okay, it's either I stay on my guilt or I try to save my sister, because now I'm gonna have two guilts, my brother and now my sister, you know, one is enough. So I was just like, okay, but you know,
Right,
but that's a
yeah.
nitpick. But that's a nitpick where I'm like, okay, it kind of bothered me, but still, the movie is still enjoyable with whatever they had. The animatronics, man, dude, that's insane. And the
And
budget,
especially on a $20
crazy.
million budget, dude.
The budget of this movie is crazy. Like, with the amount of money they made, they could do like 3 movies of Five Nights if they want. Like, seriously, why?
They're
was
definitely gonna
impressive.
make a sequel to this. Like,
They
without
have to
question.
make a sequel,
And-
like, for
But
sure.
here's my thing, though, especially with like the it could be anybody thing. Think about this. Did you see Thanksgiving yet or no?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I love the.
Okay, good. I was about to say,
Yes.
if you didn't, because
No. That
I want
was
to
good.
quickly admire. Spoiler alert for anyone that has not seen Thanksgiving. I kind of want to discuss on that here a little bit, because it's like
Mhm.
when it came to Thanksgiving, like if it was somebody else that we did not know in the film, it's like, then why would it be them? Because it's like we don't know this character and why why they decided to kill all these people. So when it came down to the fact that it was the sheriff, I was like, that was clever, because
It was clever, yeah.
because at the same time, even if it wasn't him, like even if it was like, because I'm just saying he had a good reason to go after all these people because of the like all the shit that was going down during Black Friday the year before, and also he lost somebody that day during all of that madness.
And she was pregnant. That was the one I'm like, ooh.
Exactly, that's the thing. So it's like you understand why he was killing these
for
people.
sure.
Like, especially like the first victim, I thought honestly had the goriest death out of all of them.
Yes, yeah. Oh my
'Cause
god.
he gets
The
split in
freezer.
half because of a freaking
Oh.
trash can. Like,
Oh fuck.
that was like honestly, it was so gory. But the more I think about it, man, I know I'm weird, but that shit was funny. Like
It was good. It was good.
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna lie. That is funny.
Well, the other
It's
one I
like-
liked was the when they baked the mom and they served turkey.
Oh,
I'm like,
oh
what
yeah, the
the
stepmother.
fuck? I'm like, what
Stepmother,
the
and I
fuck?
was like, and honestly, by that point, I wanted to be like,
I don't know about you, but I didn't
wrapped
really
it there,
enjoy
and
it.
I would not- and you could have just wrapped it there, and I would not be mad.
So I suppose you really liked it, right? Because I loved that movie. Like Thanksgiving, I think
love
it's.
Thanksgiving.
I think November. My favorite movie is probably Thanksgiving. Like that was really.
I'm
good.
going.
Like,
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, like
all the freaking way.
I'm there maybe with Hunger Games and Leo, but man, Thanksgiving was something else. But you see,
Killer's
that's the thing.
also up there for me. The Killer's also a pretty close contention for me. Like,
Yeah, The Killer for me didn't do it that much. I remember I was like, shit, man, that was long. But anyway, that was my taste. But you see, that's the thing. So in Thanksgiving, that was nice because they give you first of all a reason why he did all of this, and also like they kind of give you a lot of suspects that you can be like, okay,
yeah,
maybe
like
this
you
person.
think, like at one point you think it's Bobby because apparently,
I mean, yeah,
like he's walking in through like the part where fuck what's the name? What's the girl's name? God damn it.
yeah, I kind of forgot the names of the characters that. Addison
and,
Rae's character or the other? Or
no,
main character?
the actual final girl. What's her name, man?
Wait, let's see. Thanksgiving. All right, so you have Gabby, Jessica.
Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica.
Yeah, when Jessica when Jessica is up with the sheriff, in that one office, it's in the same room that Bobby was in at one point.
Yeah.
And when it's revealed that it was the sheriff, it's like, wait, did they really just do that? Like, are you serious right now?
Yeah.
And when we get the flashback of when Gina Gershon was killed, it was like, oh, you know what? I can't blame him for it. Like,
No, exactly. Like I was actually
even though it's like,
I
you
felt
better take,
bad for him. I felt really bad for
like-
him.
because I mean, it's like, even though yes, he committed such heinous crimes, killing all of these people, and on like, even like he should be in jail for his life,
Yeah,
for
for
all
sure.
I care. But it's like, but then at the same time, it's like I resonate with him, and you understand like why he killed all those people.
Yeah,
it's like-
exactly.
He lost somebody that he loved the year before, and plus she was pregnant. So it's like,
Yeah.
you understand, because if they didn't give you that reason, it would just be like, really, it had to be him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but you see
It's
that's
it's like the reasoning with it's like reasoning with some killers, like say for instance of the Scream franchise, like they kind of get like. Let me give you this: the Scream 6, they kind of give you some clear reasons, like why the three ghost faces were going after the core 4.
Yeah.
They were related to Richie.
Yep.
From the movie before, and I was like,
the movie
oh,
That was good. Yeah, that was good. That was
I
clever.
was like, dude, Radio Silence, if you direct the next like 5 Scream movies after this one, you guys are my blessings, like literally, because it's like they really did something nicely to kind of tie into the events of the 5th film.
Yeah.
Like, but anyways, back to Thanksgiving. But once Patrick Dempsey goes out, oh, I mean, I was kind of wishing at the same time he was going out in the most gruesome way because of what he did. But at the same time, it's like, don't give that to him, because it's like, again, he had a reason for why he killed those people.
But is he dead though? I don't think. He
Oh.
is. I don't think. Well, first of all, the director confirmed we're gonna have a sequel.
We're
Thanksgiving.
gonna have a
2.
sequel, but I don't know. But we don't know for sure if
Yeah, I don't think.
it's coming back.
What
Like,
I would have done, for me, he's alive because like, they say like, okay, we never found his body, but when you have burned things, as much as when you have buildings that crumble, you still find something. And the fact that they didn't find anything at all, I think he left. That's why I think he probably left. He's gonna be really injured. I wouldn't bring him in the second. I would bring him in the third one if we can have a third one for sure. But I don't know
kind
what
of
they
want it to
could
be
do.
like the Scream franchise in some ways.
Yeah,
like,
I
it
know.
could be like where
But
it's
I would
like,
love him to
who's the
come
person
back.
behind the mask? Like,
Yeah,
'cause it's like, I mean, I know it might be trying to copy a little bit off of the Scream formula in some facets, but at the same time, it's like this is Eli Roth, so it's
Yeah.
like you should know what you're getting into for one, and
Yeah,
also
for
the
sure.
second part of it is that this was his idea back like 15 years ago. So, and they were trying to get this film made for so long.
Yeah, that's
But
insane. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Huh?
So it's like, so I would basically like to consider Thanksgiving Eli Roth's take on Scream in a lot of ways. Like
That
if
would
it
be-
actually took place on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
So it's like
that would
you
be
have a
cool.
person behind a mask and you don't know who it is. And once they reveal who it is, it's like you don't see it coming.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And also there's characters in it that you latch onto, even if they're unlikable pieces of shit. You latch onto some of these characters. Like,
Yo,
especially our main.
I remember
our
me and my
character.
friend, we were rooting for the killer to kill that idiot. You know, the guy with the long hair, like the guy who was streaming the whole time. I forgot his name. Like the main prick, like the one who was in the store filming. Fuck, I forgot his
Oh
name.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that guy. Oh my god, we were like, just kill him, please. But you know, when it was his time to be dead, I was a bit like, oh shit, poor guy, because the way he
Because
died,
at the
like,
same time, it's like like, but I would say it's kind of a smarter way for him to catch it on camera because so that way we could actually
Yeah.
kind of see the terrifying madness that was actually going on. Like, because let me tell you this: the opening scene of of Thanksgiving is one of the scariest opening scenes I've ever seen in my life.
yeah.
Because not only were people going crazy during the Black Friday riot, people were killing each other.
Yeah, like that. So when I went to the movie theater, I was so surprised because I didn't watch any trailer for Thanksgiving. I knew about it. People were talking.
Oh, really?
I think
You
I
didn't see
saw
any
yours.
trailers?
Yeah, I think I saw yours. Like you were talking about the Thanksgiving and people, I think Spoiler Kings and things like that. So, but I didn't watch necessarily the trailer. I just saw the picture and things like that. So, dude,
I think
the
you might
first,
have popped into my spoiler talk when I was
yeah, exactly. But dude,
Yeah,
like
the-
the
the-
first
there was
moment, like the
Yeah.
first moment, and it was so improvised. Like the movie started at 7 p.m. I think I talked with my friends like at 5:30 p.m. I was just like, "Yo, guys, do you wanna go hang out? Because I have nothing to do. Like I'm actually free." And they were like, "Yeah, okay, let's go watch Thanksgiving." I'm like, "Okay, sure." So we go, dude. The first moment, they push there's a guy who's already almost dead. Like with the glass. I'm like,
yeah,
"Whoa, what the
when he got
fuck?"
his throat slit because of broken glass.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Whoa, dude!" I didn't expect it was
And
so
especially that guy that gets
gruesome.
crushed down because of the
Yeah,
customers. And
Yeah,
dude,
that's
he was
crazy.
bleeding. Dude, he was bleeding so hard, he was shaking. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, can you guys not kill each other right now? Save this guy.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. It was just like, whoa.
And then after the guy gets his throat slit because of glass, like he bleeds out for a while, but then there was like a waffle thing that somebody
yeah, that
takes
made
from
me
him.
laugh.
And then
And then
because
instead
of
of
course,
helping him,
Sean gets her scalp removed. And
that's
when I was like, okay, this has gone way too far.
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, that was nasty, man.
Like it was nasty, and I was like, no way,
Dude, that was like
okay, I was like, okay, this better
my
stop
theater.
now.
Like that's what I love about Thanksgiving. My theater were reacting every time because it's so hard for you not to react to this movie. Like so many gory things. Like so
Exactly.
many,
It's like
you're
so it's like when it comes
this
to
movie,
this
you're so
stuff coming to
invested on
digital. I want to say this,
Uh-huh.
Jason. Like when this movie comes to digital, a lot of YouTubers, even if they'd seen the film, they're going to be putting reactions of this film on their channels. Like
Oh,
I'm
for
calling
sure.
it right now because it's
Oh,
like,
for sure.
oh my god, like a lot of the things they do in this film, especially the opening scene,
Fucked up, man.
like the Black Friday riot, dude. The Black Friday riot is a scene I will never forget.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like-
either it's just like, dude, this is fucked up, but in a good
It's
way.
like-
Like, it was just like, wow.
And it's like, I don't know if this has happened or not, but it feels like it actually has happened before. Like people have
I
actually
know in
gone
here-
this crazy and have actually killed each other over this.
I mean, here in Canada, I don't think we really like Black Friday is not like a huge deal compared to in America. So I know, like at least here in Canada, we've heard that in America, I think there was like a year or something like that there was actually some injured. I don't know if there was some death, but there was like some injuries, you know, in the Black Friday.
Yeah, so it's like
So
when
it
you
did
watch
happen.
that
Maybe
film
not.
and compare it to
Yeah, I don't think it
reality,
happened like
like,
this. I don't think it happened like Thanksgiving, because if that was the case, it would have been viral. But yeah, I did hear like people
Yeah.
were injured though, like during the Black Friday sometimes. But I don't know if it was like frequently or just like there was one year
Oh
specifically.
yeah, and
where
even
that
Bobby
happened.
Bobby got severely injured. Like somebody broke his arm. Like,
his arm. Yeah, that
and
was
I was
crazy.
just like, and when they showed his arm breaking, I was like, ah,
Yeah,
like,
I was like, shit,
ugh,
no.
like no, I can't handle that. No. And oh my, and dude, seriously, like, and again, every time I think about that scene, it not only does it send shivers down my spine, but it also like just thinking about it just makes me cry because it's like oh my god, dude, those poor people, like,
Ooh.
like seriously, like some of the
Hey.
people that were killed like during that riot, it's
Yeah.
like they were just wanting to go in just to go shopping.
You
They
know,
weren't
one thing
wanting
that
to
made
be
me laugh.
monsters.
You know, one thing that made me laugh. You know, the guy who cut his throat when
Yeah,
he had
because of
the
the broken
poster
glass. Yeah,
before he died. Like the other women, the lady came and just grabbed him from him. I'm like, dude, like he's dying. What the hell? Seriously.
show this man some respect, man. Like, I think wasn't it? I think it was a black man too. So I would have been like,
Yeah.
show
I'm
the
like,
black man
dude.
some respect because Black Lives Matter.
Oh my god. But also like him, like, dude, like go search for help. He's like, no, I gotta search for my waffle because before I die or something. What was it? A
Like,
waffle?
bro, go search for help, man. You need it.
Oh man, that was
But
stupid.
oh my god, dude! Like again, dude, like that scene is so haunting.
You know what? Like, I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, probably. I'm probably gonna actually, now that you gave me the idea, I'm probably gonna react to at least the opening scene. I want people to watch that scene to know what it is, that scene, because it's messed up, but in a good way. No, seriously,
It's in
like,
a good way where it's messed up, but to a point where it's like, to a point where it makes it so hard to watch.
yeah, for real, yeah.
Because it's like certain things happen during that scene where it's like, oh my god, like they really went there. Like,
Yeah.
and especially like when Patrick Dempsey just decides to fire a shot like in the store because of
Yeah.
the fact that Gershon was killed. I was like, good man. Good
Yeah,
man.
really,
Stop
yeah.
all this madness. Because it's like this has gone okay. I'll tell you this. After she was killed, I was like, yeah, this has gone way too far.
Yeah.
Even if it hadn't gone far enough already with that guy getting his throat slit by the broken glass,
Oh my
that
god. Fuck that.
that when she was killed, that went way too far. Because it's like you guys are just killing people for no reason.
I still have like when their hair and the whole thing was removed. Oh fuck.
Oh
Man.
god. Like
That was really hard to. I was like, oh my god, what the hell? Like, I'm like, wait, is this a Saw franchise movie or something? What the hell is going on here? Like, seriously, God.
and I was almost thinking to myself, I wanted to pull this I wanted to kind of pull this joke when I was watching Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I wanted to pull this joke and I'd be like, hey Jigsaw, you better come in and get your victims. They're right here waiting for you.
Yeah, I know, right? But, you know, that makes me believe. Like, I would love to see Eli Roth direct a Saw movie one of these days. Like, actually, I think he could
I
pull
think
it
you
off.
would definitely want to like. I mean, it's definitely going to be gory as hell, like without
Yeah.
question. And that's the point of the Saw franchise, but and also with Eli Roth. But at the same time, it's like if he wants to make a Saw film, he better make it really character driven, like Saw X was, in a
Yeah.
good way. Because
But I mean, I think that's why I think he
X
can pull
works
it
so
off.
well. It's because it's character driven. You can
Yeah,
like we said, you care about John Kramer
That's crazy to say, but yeah, you do.
because it's like, and also like when she comes into the picture, you actually start rooting for Amanda. So it's like you want her to help John, like just to basically take down these assholes after basically what they did to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, you know,
I'll tell you
speaking of-
this.
Hey, look at this. So, like I said, I have a November pool. Thanksgiving is killing the group. Thanksgiving with 7 votes, 100%, ahead of Trolls Band Together, ahead of Napoleon, and ahead of Quiz Lady. Crazy.
Quiz Lady was actually really surprising. Like, I actually really
Yeah,
like
I have to watch. I like Aquafina. I would love to watch that soon.
I love Aquafina. I really don't care what anybody says. She is funny. Like,
Oh, I love her too. Yeah.
I mean,
But man, I'm so surprised that nobody voted for Napoleon. What? Damn,
it
man.
makes sense. It wasn't good.
Oh, the other
I
one.
mean,
Okay,
if they
okay.
voted for freaking Trolls, I wouldn't. If they voted for Trolls over Napoleon, I wouldn't even be as mad because it's like
But bro, Thanksgiving is
spend my time
dominating
watching
this.
that. If I'm being real with you,
But imagine Thanksgiving is dominating this. Like nobody's even paying attention to it. It's just Thanksgiving, and yeah, good thing. Look, the other group is tight because you have Hunger Games, Leo, The Marvels, and Radical. And actually, right now, Hunger Games is winning, but not by too long because like Leo and The Marvels are really close to Hunger Games. Damn,
the Hunger Game, dude, the Hunger Games.
dude. I'm making a review for the Hunger Games. Dude, like the Hunger
That
Games.
was so freaking good.
I'm
Like,
surprised. Seriously, I'm surprised. Like I didn't.
I'm still kind of processing it at the moment,
Yeah, me
but
too.
maybe this is a strong maybe. It might actually be my favorite out of the series because it's
Yeah,
because
I know. Dark. I think
it
he
went
said it's
dark.
his favorite.
Like
Yeah, they were really dark. Yeah, they were
it's
really
like
dark.
you could tell that. I mean, even though it definitely was kind of made just to make money, like if you really do think about it, but at the same time, it's like Francis Lawrence really wanted to make this film and actually make more Hunger Games films.
No, but
And
especially
the
like,
way that they did it, like
dude, this is how you make a prequel. This is how you make a prequel.
yes, exactly.
You know, like at the end of the day, I told my friend, I was like, I could see a sequel about this. Like I could see nothing about this anymore. It's just a standalone movie, and it works. And it doesn't. First of all, it doesn't affect the Hunger Games that come after. And if you don't have a
Exactly.
sequel, it doesn't affect anything. It's just like you see the ascension of a Cornelius Snow, and that's it. Like that's how you make a sequel. I know people don't like the
especially
romantic aspect of the movie.
Yeah, it's even especially when he's hired to become the mentor of Lucy, who
Yeah,
which by the way, like I said, like I've always had to say, leave Rachel Zegler alone. She is a master. Like I swear to God, she was phenomenal in Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes.
Zegler.
Yeah, Rachel Zegler. Like
Yeah, I love
Lucy
her,
Gray,
yeah.
and
Dude, like her singing, her acting, everything was good about her. Like I liked her. Like, and I've been hearing like people saying like, no, she's a good singer, but not really a good actress. I'm like, if that was the case, this movie would have tanked, or you wouldn't like this movie because like she's like the Coley, you know. And I don't think that's true. It's just
exactly. I mean,
I think it's
how
just
do you
people
think
like really being hating on Zegler. But I don't know. I think like she was good. Like because like I said, if she wasn't good, the movie couldn't stand really because she's really the co-lead.
like
with,
she's really what besides Tom Blythe, she's really what keeps that film elevated. Like
yeah.
And also, you want to know also
Blythe.
somebody else that keeps that film afloat with his comedy timing? Fucking Jason Schwartzman. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, him as Lucky Flickerman, dude. Oh my God.
But dude, also, I love Viola Davis. Viola Davis was
Viola Davis was great. Peter Dinklage, though, dude. Peter
Dinklage, dude. Like seriously. Hey, can we agree that Tom Blythe? Like, if you want to do one day like an Eminem biopic, can you get Tom Blythe? Because that third eye, he looks so much like Eminem. Dude, he looks so much. Yeah, when he shaved his head, he looks so much like Eminem. Like what the hell? Like I think he even had like the same top crop or something. I'm like, dude,
oh
he
my
looks so much like Eminem.
I never thought I would hear that.
Dude, he looks so much like Eminem.
Don't we already have an Eminem biopic already? I thought it was
maybe, but if they want to do another one, take Tom Blythe. Seriously, like he looks so much like him.
I kind of agree with that.
I'm like, dude, like Hollywood. If you want another biopic, you know who to go get for Eminem.
You're right, exactly. Just to play Eminem, you got freaking Tom Blythe.
Yeah, seriously. But seriously, Tom Blythe. Wow, like I didn't know this actor before this, like before Hunger Games. Damn, this guy really sold it. Like
we said, man, he really keeps that film afloat as Coriolanus Snow. Like,
yeah.
It's like, for some reason, even though later on we know the President Snow as the big dick of the group, he you get behind this guy and it's like you want him to protect Lucy.
Yeah.
Like you want him to win the Hunger Games, like and also to not just like for Lucy to win, but to keep her alive.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the stuff that they were going through, especially like during the Hunger Games, Oh my god, dude! The Hunger Games in that film were brutal.
Yeah, really.
Like they
Like,
went
that's-
dark with those things because it's like, I mean, even though the Hunger Games is definitely kind of famous for ripping off the movie Battle Royale, where like it's actually kids on an island there, and it's literally like a bunch of gore. It's really much more mature, and it's actually kids actually murdering each other.
What the fuck? Wait, what? Battle
That's not a
Royale?
lie. It's called Battle Royale. Like,
Dude.
seriously, it's
What?
actually kids murdering each other. Like,
Whoa, what? Oh yeah, okay. Is this a Japanese movie or a series? Sorry?
yeah, that's what Battle Royale is. Like,
Shit, what the fuck? That's
Yeah.
insane, man.
it's kids murdering each other. Like,
Whoa.
I mean,
Alright.
even though in the Hunger Games, it's still technically also kids killing each other.
Yeah.
It's
But in
definitely a
this
little bit
one,
more
like,
subtle,
really
but at the same
do it.
time, it's like, it's like, is this really necessary though? You guys really don't need to kill each other, like, over this kind of thing.
Yeah.
But dude, especially the way, like, dude, the way that Lucy Gray wins at the Hunger Games, I'm like, I don't think I could have seen anyone do it any better. Like,
Yeah.
because it's like, dude, there was like rainbow colored snakes coming up towards her that could have possibly killed her.
Yep.
But again, she's a songbird, so it's like she had to sing her way out of it, and she really freaking did.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like,
yeah. Like,
yeah,
last thing that I wanted to say about Hunger Games is just like I really love how the progression of Snow. Like, you know, like what I like about this movie, it's like you can still understand that he's gonna be a villain, and he has like this villain trait at some certain points. You know, like he's starting to be manipulative. He's gonna do everything to win because it's also his reputation. And then yeah, you see he loves Lucy as well. But you know, like you have all of these shades that makes you like think about it. You're like, yeah, like I can see like you can say, yeah, I'm rooting for him, but also I understand like because like like some
like
movies,
you understand why he did what he did.
exactly. And also what I love about this movie, the society. They show you how also it influenced you. Like he is the heir of like the guy who created the Hunger Games, who stole the idea of the Hunger Games. Like, dude, like all of those things, it's pressure, things like that. So you cannot understand where it goes. And man, I really like that because usually, like in movies, when they want to do prequels of villains, one thing I don't like, it's like they try to just show you that they were never bad. It's because of consequences that they became bad. Him, you can see like he's not a bad person in, let's say, like he's not like bad, but he's not great neither. Like he's gonna think about himself first. So, and that was really nice to see. Like, okay, so he's still this bad villain. Of course, like then he becomes a really
Right.
dick, but he's still like bad. You know, he's still like he has these multiple shades, and I really like that aspect, and I really like that they kept that. You know, that not just like, oh yeah, well I don't know, because of this and this and then he became completely horrible, but before he was a sweet guy. Nah, don't do that. You know, like you can tell me he's a sweet guy. He has his he has his good moments, but he's also like really, he's also sometimes like a dick. He thinks about himself. He's egocentric. And that's
Yeah.
it, you know?
But like we said though, like when it came to like the Hunger Games, him being the mentor, like he was mostly thinking about Lucy and wanting to keep her alive before essentially a lot of the other people part of the districts would kill her.
Yeah.
Because again, there was a lot of shit going down during those moments, especially when they were in the arena.
Yeah.
And it was a crumbled arena, for crying out loud. Holy crap, it was crumbled. Like,
Honestly,
that scene alone, dude, sent chills down my spine. Like, oh my god. Like, the way that the arena starts crumbling down, and plus Lucy Gray tries to save Coriolanus's life. I was like, dude,
that was nice. Yeah.
That's when I was like,
I think that's the moment where he really like wanted to save her more than save himself. Like I think that was really
exactly, like that's when he was like, you know what? I'm not gonna care about myself right now. I don't care what happens to me. I'm gonna save Lucy Gray.
Yeah. But then,
And
oh my
it's-
god, his best friend. Oh my god, like in the third act, that was really cruel, man.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, played
that
by
was like,
Josh Andreas Rivera, also from West Side Story.
yeah, from West Side
Dude,
Story.
that shit was haunting. Like, you know what? Again, spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler warning,
gets hung.
everybody. Sorry. What?
Yeah, spoiler warning. He gets hung.
Yep.
And by that point, I was like, you did this to your best friend? You did this to him.
But you see, again, that's where I'm like, you see, that's why I like that scene because, again, you see that Snow, he was always like this. He's someone who's going to care about, well, but also because, like, if I like that this, when it, how can I explain this? Like, put it in right words. Yeah, so I think this movie really shows you the hierarchy of poor and rich because, like, he said to his friend, like, hey, you're a guy, like, even if you're here, your dad is super rich. Right now, my family is not, so they're not gonna believe me. They're just gonna hung me because I'm a poor guy. You know, like you have your dad. He's gonna probably pay some money, and you're gonna get out of any trouble. And I was like, dude, yeah, that is so true. Like this guy was like really rich, and now he became kind of poor because of what happened with the Hunger Games. He cheated. So I'm like, dude, it is true. Yeah, like if he didn't do that, he was going to be hung up anyway. So, but also it's like the way he did it's like you kind of knew he was going to do it anyway, you know. So that's why I'm like, yeah, you're like you can see all the shades of Cornelius Snow, and I was just like, that's brilliant, man. The only thing I will say, the Hunger Games, the thing I liked least was kind of the third chapter. I thought that was
The
a bit
third
long.
chapter was definitely the weakest. For
Yeah,
sure.
that was long.
It kind of felt like it was kind of loose. I mean, it still was keeping me invested,
yeah.
but I think with the last 10 minutes, I think it started to kind of lose me.
Yeah, me too. Like I thought that was
especially
long.
after Lucy Gray was gone. I was
Yeah.
like, but the thing I liked about that part of the ending was that they kept it a mystery to you because it's like, did she get shot? Where is she? Is she dead? Is
And
she
also,
alive?
like, you see, that's why I'm like, if they make a sequel, we can know what happened to Lucy. But if they don't do it, and that's fine too. It's just gonna have, you're gonna have to interpret it by yourself, and that's great as well. So that's why I'm like, dude, that's how you make a prequel, man. Shout outs to them. That's how you make a prequel. Like,
Yeah,
seriously, that was good, man.
Because even though like the very, very end of the film I thought was actually really, really interesting, the last 10, like the parts leading up to it in regards to the last 10 minutes, I thought were kind of underwhelming. Because I really did not really think they were really going to try to go anywhere after Lucy Gray was gone. And it was just like, it started to lose me.
Yeah,
but then once that last scene happens and he actually finally becomes becomes President Snow,
yeah,
I was like, all right, you want me back. Like,
yeah, me too. I'm like,
I was just like,
legit,
you just want me back.
That shot was cool. I was like, ooh, nice.
Yep.
Nah, yeah.
Again, like I said, it definitely felt like cash grab in a lot of ways, but this is good cash grab.
Yeah.
Because because not only are you telling a good villain story that basically telling a story about a guy who became a villain later on, but it's also depicting really dark subject matter.
Yeah.
Like I said, with especially during the film, like when Coriolanus is in the army, like during that time, it's like there's a lot that they're going through, like especially during that time, and it makes a lot of sense. And even especially towards the beginning, like when Lucy Gray and Coriolanus first meet, it's like this movie's definitely going to go places.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
But like I said, dude, Jason Schwartzman as our freaking comic relief, even though he's not in it for very long.
That's good.
Oh my god, was he entertaining?
I
almost cried laughing when it came to a lot of his comic dialogue.
It was good. He was good.
That funny.
I liked him, man. He was really good.
Like, I think this might be kind of this is definitely a big year for Schwartzman because he was in Across the Spider-Verse, he was in Asteroid City.
Yeah.
Yep, and in Quiz Lady. He was actually in Quiz Lady, believe it
or
not.
Okay.
And obviously Hunger Games.
Yeah.
So yeah, this might be a big year for Jason Schwartzman.
That's a big year for him. Yeah, indeed. Huh?
Because
Because like the four movies he made were actually really good. Like at least like
yeah, I mean,
critic wise and audience wise, they were really solid.
yeah, I mean, like the character he plays in Quiz Lady is the person that constantly wins the game show pretty much every single week. Like,
Okay.
so yeah, he's basically kind of the jerky type in the movie, which you see him on TV quite a bit, but you don't actually get to see him meet up with Aquafina until like the third act.
Okay, I see. All
But,
right.
but also Will Ferrell in Quiz Lady, he's in that movie. Very subtle performance. Like he's not acting like typical Will Ferrell.
Okay.
I mean, Aquafina definitely has her Aquafina isms, but at the same time, she's also a lot more subtle in Quiz Lady. Like, if you really think about it, a lot of people say that if Sandra Oh and Aquafina switched roles, it would have made a big difference. But at the same time, it's like the role reversals make a lot of sense because it's like Aquafina wanted to try to stray away from her like big comic thing, which is like a lot of screaming. Like it's the same thing with Will Ferrell. Like,
okay.
So it's like I kind of get that to a certain degree, but dude, Jason Schwartzman, every single time he speaks a word of dialogue in comedies, most of the time he always has me on the floor laughing.
It's good. Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim, anybody? Scott Pilgrim? Gideon Graves?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, god damn it, Jason.
I know, yeah. That's why I'm like, don't tell me, buddy, because I didn't watch it yet. Yeah, I never watched
I'll just give you this, though.
But I'll definitely watch because I know now there's also the Netflix adaptation. I don't know if it's an
anime
adaptation
series.
Anime series. So, yeah, I was
I'll
just
tell you this, though. In regards to Scott Pilgrim, he's the final evil X out of the 7.
Really? Okay.
Yep, he's the last one.
Okay.
Like, that's not necessarily spoiling anything, because it's like there's 7 evil X's.
Okay.
So, but Gideon, aka Jason Schwartzman, he's the last one.
All right.
But Schwartzman definitely got his start when it came to Wes Anderson because of films like Rushmore. That was when he got his start, and like ever since then, dude, he's.
Okay, yeah.
I think besides Paul Dano, I think he's probably the most underrated actor working right now is Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, like he's been doing some. Look at this year alone; he's been doing some great job. Seriously, like, come on.
And then you look at freaking Paul Dano, like.
Oh my god,
Paul Dano has not gotten a single Oscar nomination, and it is blasphemy.
Dude, he was amazing in The Batman. Seriously,
because like 2 movies from last year appeared in my top 10, which are The Batman and The Fabelmans. Like, he was in both of those films, and he was my favorite part of both of them.
And didn't get any nomination, nothing.
Which I think is blasphemy. But at the same time, it's like, okay, whatever. But the one where it's like, if he doesn't get an Oscar nomination this time, I'm going to scream, is going to be Dumb Money. Like,
oh yeah, true. Yeah, it's Paul Dano. Yeah.
He's the one that plays as Keith Gill, aka Roaring Kitty. The one that was because I'm sure a lot of you guys knew this, but he's actually portraying the guy that actually started this whole GameStop stock shenanigans that went on through the pandemic.
Yeah.
And dude, like when you actually find out some of the stuff that was going on during that time, it's crazy with how that shit blew up.
I can't wait to see that. Really, I'm really interested to see that because I really don't know really the story of GameStop. I kind of heard some pieces, but I really want to dig into that soon. But yeah, man.
Dude. But I'm just saying, if you have no other reason to watch it for Paul Dano.
Like, yeah, for sure. Like I said, I love Paul Dano in The Batman.
Dude, that besides Paul Dano,
yeah, I think there's like Sebastian Stan. Yeah, I think there's like Sebastian Stan.
Let's see. There's Sebastian Stan. There's Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah,
true. Pete Davidson's in it. America Ferrara, who also appeared in Barbie.
Oh, okay, nice.
Vincent D'Onofrio, Nick Offerman, Anthony Ramos, Shailene Woodley, and Seth Rogen.
That's a really packed movie. Wow.
It's a stacked cast. Like,
Yep. Stacked.
I think
cast.
Craig Gillespie is just trying to compete with Wes Anderson for most stacked cast in a movie.
Yeah, I know. Huh? Yeah, at this point, yeah.
Because I mean, when it comes to like Asteroid City, I think is Wes Anderson's most stacked cast he's had yet.
Yep.
But it's like, but I kind of feel like when it comes to Craig Gillespie, who is the director of Dumb Money, is trying to compete with Wes Anderson in some way more than one.
Yeah.
Because of the cast he has. And also Dane
Yeah.
DeHaan is in Dumb Money.
Oh my god.
He's also in that movie too. So yeah, it's a big cast.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
And
Yeah, that's definitely, like I said, like there's some movies I can't wait to finish school so I can watch those movies because, boy, I'm a bit late in some of them. Like especially like the ones I really want to see. Joyride. That's one of. I think like I finished Thursday 14. Like Thursday 14, I come back home. I'm gonna watch Joyride. That's the first thing I think I'm gonna watch. Joyride, and then I'm gonna start watching some others. Dumb Money. And the others that I
think if you want a second one to watch after Joyride, I'll tell you just to watch Dumb Money.
Yeah, Dumb Money. Yeah,
Dumb Money. Like, dude, Dumb Money was, especially when I got the trailer for it in front of Mission Impossible 7. I was like, no matter what, even if my theater does not play this, I have to go see this.
Yeah.
And thankfully, a few weeks after it was released, I was able to find a theater that was still playing it, and I was like, you know what? I don't care what else. I was like, Mom, I don't care what else we're doing today. Like,
we're gonna watch.
We need to go see Dumb Money.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'll just warn you one thing about this, Jason. I'm pretty sure you won't care.
All right, what's up?
It's pretty damn vulgar.
I don't mind.
It is vulgar. Like,
I don't mind.
But it's like at the same time, it's like, who cares?
I mean, I saw Strays.
For full warning in case if anybody is like,
dude, like, I think like the most vulgar movie I've seen this year must be Strays, because that's really vulgar.
Oh yeah, that one's very vulgar. Like,
freaking vulgar.
I'm gonna
like,
bite his dick off. That's
dude,
vulgar.
The fact that he did
itself.
that, the fact that we see him doing that, I'm like, oh, dude, what the fuck?
And it has one of the best needle drops in a movie ever. Was this scene like when Will Forte gets his dick bitten off? Like,
oh, fuck.
That was a phenomenal needle drop.
Oh, it's just like, fuck. Oh my god, the part with the mushrooms. Oh, I couldn't stop.
Oh
it.
yeah,
but I felt bad laughing because it's like, yo, dude, this is messed up what they did. But I'm like, dude.
But at the same time, they're dogs, so
yeah,
it's
I know.
Because it's like you don't really care what they do. I mean, because it's like they're dogs, so I can't really complain about that.
I guess. Yeah.
If it was humans doing that, though, that'd be a different story. But with dogs, it's like.
But there's one part like
the dogs is what make it funnier. Like,
dude, but there's one part I couldn't watch was the poop. Oh no, that was too much. I'm like, ew, no, I don't want to watch this. Like that. I'm like, oh, ew, no, that was too much. But it was fun. I liked Strays. It was fun. It was
like,
cool.
Seriously, it's like it took Reggie a while to figure out like why was it Doug? I think it was Doug.
Doug, yeah.
Why Doug kept leaving him behind in various locations, just trying to play a game of fetch in certain ways. And when he found out because of Bug, aka played by Jamie Foxx. And speaking of actors who've been having a great year, fucking Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Because what do we got? We got They Clone Tyrone.
Yeah, They Clone Tyrone.
And The Burial.
That one I didn't watch yet. Yeah, The Burial. Yeah,
I would recommend watching The Burial.
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I heard some good stuff about that too.
And so yeah, when Bug tells Reggie what is really going on and like why Doug does not love him, it's like, Reggie, you gotta do. I'll let you do what you gotta do, buddy. Go bite that dick off. It's like man. you want Doug's dick to get bitten off. Like, you want it to happen.
But dude, like I wasn't sure that was going to happen, and they literally did that. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Like it actually happens, and I'm like, and it's like, even despite the fact of how kind of brutal it is, like just really taking it out of context, it's like,
yeah, I know.
You want to stand up and applaud because of what Doug did to Reggie.
Yeah.
It's like he deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, I agree, man. He deserves it so badly. So, oh
But
my
also,
God.
that was kind of one of my biggest things. Like one of the only things that was holding Strays back from me from being a 5 out of 5 movie was the character of Doug. I thought there was nothing redeeming about him. It was like he's just a dick. So it's like they didn't even give us a reason why he was acting like that. All it was just like, oh, he's just a dick who likes to smoke pot. Like, and it's just like, really? That's all I get?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
So,
we
like,
can't get everything, but yeah. Anyway, Luke, I'm gonna let you go, man, because it's for me it's like already 10. But it was so nice to talk with you, man.
yeah, and I think I'm probably just gonna cut it there because nobody else has come in yet. So
Oh, it's okay, man. Well, I hope you had fun. Still, I hope you had fun
Of course
talking
I
with
did.
me and with Grant for a little while.
oh yeah, and also popping in the last second, it's freaking Michael 101591.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Michael? So yeah, guys, this was a ton of fun. So I think we'll call it a night. So thank you everybody so much for coming and joining me and Jason tonight, and also Grant for a little bit. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace, guys.